Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Tabletop Notch. We have a mysterious empty chair on the left side of the table. We're so excited tonight to bring you Chapter 64 of Brunkhollow. The group has made the journey into the Upweald, a little taste of the Upweald before being sort of breached or portaled back with the help of the Nemi all the way back to Brunkhollow Valley.
I hate when I get breached.
Yeah, when they really breach you.
Are you Anthony for tonight? Is that
filling in?
I'll be playing the role of Anthony.
Okay.
Tonight. Yes.
I'll be filling Anthony's role. His role hole. We've got lots of great stuff ahead for tonight. But before we dive into the campaign itself, I know we have some stuff. Where are we starting? I don't even know.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
Where are we starting, Chris?
We're starting on twitch.tv/tabletopnotch on Sundays at 7 o'clock U.S. Eastern Time.
Whoa.
But if you're not doing that, then Tuesday.
Then what are you
Yes.
doing?
Yeah.
Tuesday mornings, if you're on our Patreon, if you're giving us money through Patreon or giving us money through YouTube, it also is a YouTube member upload, yeah?
And Spotify.
And Spotify, the podcast, but you don't get the video. You can do it there.
Wow.
What else did he do?
That's great. For everyone else, it comes out on Friday.
Everybody else comes out on Friday, yeah.
That's right.
It comes out on Friday. So if you see comments when the episodes come out on Friday, and it's like, wow, like 5 people have already fully digested this thing in the first 10 minutes.
It's because they're like the real fans, and you're kind of like,
Wow.
They're also listening to it on 20 times speed.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Listening to Chipmunk style.
And it's fun. Like, it's a fun little community. Patreon stuff. There's comment threads that you can participate in on all the uploads. You get the recaps and everything. It's good stuff over there.
Speaking of fun community,
Yes.
you could join discord.gg/tabletopnotch to be part of a fun community, talking about all things tabletop notch, D&D. I want to shout out one thing I haven't shouted out in quite a few weeks. I took a scroll through the OCs and backstory page on our Discord, and seeing the art that some people have for their OCs and the characters they're playing at home, super inspiring. So if you haven't checked those out,
Orange County, great place to play D&D.
Orange County. Yeah.
That's also where you get the bingo cards.
Yeah,
I
I
see
see.
people saying that the bingo cards are almost out, which is awesome. Go play bingo.
Yeah, that is cool.
Were there new ones, or is it the same board? Is there different
I think
boards?
they've been adding
They
new stuff throughout the
randomize?
week.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm not as
Not
understood
as
too much, but
Wardlaw said to contact him if you want one, so
Yeah.
that he can
Oh.
randomize it and send
Oh.
it.
Oh.
it's so fun.
you are Lord Lost. We love you. We love all our mods. Dude, Kokodoko. You guys are
You guys are the best.
protecting the Discord from bots.
True.
Speaking of bots,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Got
So if you didn't know, bot can be short for robot, and
That's true.
a lot of our merch is made by robots. And there's some really cool stuff.
Not AI.
Not AI.
like-
not AI.
Is it a robot?
Oh yeah.
Machine.
Oh shit. Yeah. Not AI. Like the good bot. It's not the, bad
good
bot.
The Iron Giant.
Good find.
The Iron Giant. Our merch is made
Yes.
by the Iron Giant.
among several others.
Voiced by Vin Diesel.
Is it voice of Vin Diesel?
Is it really?
I thought the Iron Giant was Vin Diesel.
Confirm in the
Am I
chat.
crazy?
That's pretty sick.
Is it like how they're like, oh, the guy that voiced Groot? It's like, he's not really voiced.
Well, no, the Iron Giant talks, I think.
But it's still just like, it's not even as much as Kill Switch. Like, you're not performing. I don't know. It's fine.
We're never getting Vin Diesel on this stream.
No, we're still working on
We've
that.
slandered him
We're still
sufficiently.
working on Shaquille O'Neal.
Yeah.
Shout out to TTN.
Okay, so you were right, Avery. Merch is awesome.
It's
We've
so
made
good.
Some new
There's merch?
stuff.
There's
Oh,
new merch.
yeah.
So why don't we quickly
Oh.
go over some new stuff?
Might
very,
be
very
seeing
quickly.
some
You might be seeing
already.
some already designed
Oh.
by Mutant Chandler, one of our fans who's done an amazing job with the Crenshaw t-shirt.
Oh, the Crenshaw.
There's a couple different styles. It comes in a baseball tee. It comes in a regular t-shirt. It comes in a hoodie for those of you who are preparing for the
So
colder
this is the
months.
regular tee.
This is the
that's
baseball.
Baseball tee.
Baseball
This
team.
isn't the
Baseball.
spicy.
Oh,
This is also-
I see.
This is also a large, which is too big for me, but I don't know.
That was the
got him
prototype.
on a
But when
I
you
think
get
those-
big,
When I get big,
and come on, it's
yeah,
the
that's true.
Yeah.
When I rage,
Otherwise, when you rage, you just stay the same size because your shirt's too small.
that's what they mean when they say there's not enough room for you to get
it's
large.
if you're not wearing a big enough.
Yeah.
We've also got the initiative tracker that I designed based on the Brunkhollow Powerball. So we've got Anthony's little mustache and hat. my
Haven't we been
mustache and
using
hat.
these two?
We used
We've
it
been
once, but that's
secretly
it.
using
Yeah,
it.
so it's a little initiative tracker where you roll your dice. It's a round tracker. So you can keep track of the rounds that have occurred so that your spellcasters
Keep
and
track of the
whatnot-
number of weeks that have gone by since someone's won the Brunkhollow Powerball, which has been a while.
Over a year.
I mean, I'm shocked anyone won, so.
and notes on where dice come from. So that's one thing. And then another thing,
And then, yeah.
which not even these people have
Wait,
seen.
what?
Oh,
Super secrets?
Super
Also
secret.
designed by our very own Newton Chandler.
Oh my god.
No way! What?
Pass that down.
No way!
The Cirque du Lamont
Oh my
promotional poster. You can get it either on this sick
I
little
need it on
banner
my
with
wall.
like a canvasy kind of texture of
That's
like
insane.
or like the like distressed kind of folded up flyer
No
aesthetic
way.
that's not got the like little hanging banner thing.
I'm losing my mind.
That
and
is gorgeous.
Can I? Yeah, I want to
look
hold
at
this.
it.
Yes, please do.
And
good
for
call.
the week that is this week, for no specific reason, if you type Glory Kayt Mori into the discount code, you get free shipping. It's terrible for us, but it's great for you. So happy Glory Kayt Mori Day.
Yeah, for no reason at all.
For no reason. It's just we decided to make it that day today. So thank you, Mutant Chandler, again, who did the T-shirt and
Yeah,
the
thank you
poster.
so
They're
much.
absolutely
The art is so great.
incredible.
So
So good.
That's so
That's
beautiful.
So I think that's it. I think
I'll give one more shout out. We mentioned the Patreon, but it's also it's coming soon. The August Patreon drop. We always do things you can add to your campaign, homebrew elements, things like that. It's cooking right now, so that should drop before next stream. So we'll talk about that next time.
Yes.
And then I also don't think we mentioned it's Notch and Soda night tonight.
Notch and Soda!
Yo, it's not just Soda night tonight.
Yeah.
So we'll be hanging out after the stream. Please hang with us if you're a subscriber on Twitch. Or, I mean, other stuff, but you can watch it later. But if you want to watch it live, you're going to be a subscriber on Twitch. If you've been gifted a sub, or if you have an Amazon Prime sub, throw it out there and join us for some chat and talk back. And we'll hang out and we'll discuss the many things that I'm sure will need to be discussed. I think that's it.
I think that is it. I need to thank a lot of
Yep,
people, I
please
think.
do.
Give me 1 second. I did not prepare in any way. I was
Wow, I
distracted.
even stalled for so long.
You really did. Thank you for setting me up. Lord Lost resubscribe. Oh, I thought you were leaving. Lord Lost resubscribe. Oh shit, here, Talon.
Yeah.
You get to work.
Wait.
Lord Lost resubscribed. Avery Fruit resubscribed. Only Josh McDonough always resubscribed. Tony Toots resubscribed
Hey.
for 17 months.
Hey.
Sammy Cobra resubscribed. Alora Loon resubscribed. Armor Crocodile gave out 5 community subs. Thank you so much. Only Joshin gave out 1 as well. Mojo Man resubscribed. Golden Dagger 1,050 bits. Snapper Cobra 1,000 bits. Snapping Cobra 5 community subs. Nice Cross 64 bits.
Whoa.
Nice Cross 200 bits. Armor Crocodile another bit. Team Doxley 1 community sub. Ali Slayer resubscribed. You can't say with us 64 bits. Abaddon resubscribed. Pokodogo resubscribed. An anonymous gifter gave out 10 community
Whoa.
subs. Holy smokes, thank you. Exponent Pie resubscribed. Thackeray Binks resubscribed. Rowan KT resubscribed. Oh my god. Chunker Cumber resubscribed. Thackeray Binks 300 bits. FNF resubscribed. Beard Acknowledge resubscribed. Chief Leaf resubscribed. Tony Toots did 1,100 bits. Thank you. And then thank you. Nice Guy gave 20 community subs.
Thank you guys so
Thank
much.
you guys.
Holy
Thank
That is
you.
wild.
Oh my god.
Well,
cheers.
Cheers.
Wow. What a
You had so
normal-
much room to do your dabbing.
Yeah. Dude, I'm usually so restricted. I'm afraid of like taking people's heads off. I'm usually like, oh man.
Thank you guys so much. Holy smokes. Please stick around and hang out with us afterward. But for there to be an afterward, there has to be a word. So we're going to throw it over to the recap, and then we'll watch the intro, and then we'll dive into chapter 64 of Brunkhollow. Here we go, everybody.
Previously, on chapter 63, Demi-Charmed Life, The party had a chance to converse with the strange and powerful creature that was curiously beholden to Bellamy. It was difficult to navigate her cryptic advice and ability to read minds, but one thing was clear. If we made any attempt to attack the Reverend or his people, she'd be oath-bound to intervene. Luckily, we weren't about to leave empty-handed, for in addition to Val and Lamont slipping past Killswitch to snag the Book of Constellations, the Demi-Hag provided TC with a lock of hair and Annabelle with a breach to Brunkhollow Valley, where a very frightened Haskell Pips was running through caverns trying to evade a Clinker search party. Knowing this wouldn't be the last we'd see of Bellamy, the party passed through the portal to settle an old score, then fended off a rock remoraz before bursting back out into the downwheel. It turned out Haskell's headgear required the deft hands of an expert locksmith, so TC and Annabelle made for the butcher shop while the rest of us planned our next steps. Has the time come for our new circus friends to make arrangements for their return to Old Pharaoh? And if the cusp collapses and everything turns to shit, will Illien smile and say, "I told you so"? Stick around and find out in chapter 64 of Brunkhollow. No, I'm stuck. Oh.
Before we dive back in, there's a non-inspiration related thing that I needed to remember to hand out. You guys have had it in your possession. However, this is the actual note that Bellamy gave to you to give to Sienna Sorrel.
Stop.
Oh.
The actual note.
Oh.
He said to make sure
Oh,
that
it's
got into...
sealed?
It is indeed sealed. Address that as necessary or don't. But it's in... I meant to actually
So
physically hand it to you.
you would have taken that, not me.
Yeah, Bellamy left it with the sort of edict that he provided.
That would have
so
been that would have
whoever
come to you.
picked those up. After an uneventful trek through the valley that lasted just over an hour, you return to Brunkhollow in the mid-afternoon. You get to the thoroughfare, and it's definitely still early enough that the bulk of the laborers toiling away in the downwheel haven't all yet come back in from their assignments. But late enough that some of the open market stalls have sold out of their daily allotment of foodstuffs, corn and wheat, now turning over their spaces to a second wave of merchants, selling non-perishables and sometimes liquor. Doxley and Illien give a glance down the street toward the bank of Brunkhollow, which is characteristically uncongested by the front entrance. But you also know that it houses in its basement the Thieves Guild, where Annabelle and TC are hopefully finding someone to help unshackle the young man that you just rescued. With the Demi-Hag and Haskell accounted for, it makes you wonder about the other Menk escapees and whether any of them lasted long enough to find civilization or escape it. For Val and Lamont, it's the first time that you're coming back into town after leaving. And you feel like you're seeing it with new eyes. The weight of what you know, especially as newcomers, is burdensome. You want to run up to each and every person and warn them about the very real threats that you've seen out there, that you've heard about. Threats to their existence, their way of life. But for people who have already felt slighted and threatened all the time, how could you begin to stress or even explain these particular perils? It seems that in addition to taking some time to catch your breath, the group as a whole is at a critical point of information gathering, translating the primordial constellations, determining if Professor Muir's suggestions are in any way helpful to Maeve, finding someone to shed some light on the mysterious vial that you obtained from the were-rat. And that's to say nothing of some personal errands, including Illien's head count safety check and Bellamy's letter that was addressed to Sienna Sorrell. About 50 feet shy of the front porch of Paramount Lodgings, the group pauses. You all kind of turn in toward each other while the midday crowd swirls around you. Two of your companions have already branched off, and it's your turn to decide where your most pressing priorities lie, and to find out if there are any more surprises left in store. So you guys return to the thoroughfare of Brunkhollow, people milling about. You can hear at the open market people hawking their wares, some familiar sights and sounds of the people that frequent those establishments. Stand here in the thoroughfare, just a stone's throw away from Paramount Lodge.
All right, well, I have some business, but we're gonna reconvene at the Paramount. Talk some things through, right?
Yes.
Somewhere else?
I think the Paramount is probably our best shot at privacy.
All right. Do people need, what, an hour or something?
Well, take the time we have. I need to follow up with some people that we know here, but I don't know how long it'll take or if I'll be able to find them
All
very
right.
quickly.
Then shall we say maybe dinner time, if you need more?
I think dinner time would be best.
Sure. By dinner at the latest.
All right.
Go.
See you there.
See you there.
Right, bye. I'm gonna head off to Maeve.
Okay, in that direction. Where are you guys heading direction-wise, just before we follow one direction in particular? Where are you headed as well, the three of you?
I'm watching Illien.
Okay. He heads down the thoroughfare in the direction of Maeve. Are you following him, or are you just sort of...
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna keep a very big gap and just... Yep.
Okay. Give him space enough to sort of let him do his thing without feeling you over his shoulder, but also keeping an eye on him. Okay. And the two of you watch as first Illien heads down the thoroughfare, and then Doxley kind of waits for a moment. You see her kind of thinking a little bit, and then starts to walk in a similar direction down, a little south toward the river, toward the creek.
It's a bit odd.
Yes, there's definitely something going on with them. Well, probably none of our business.
It's definitely none of our business.
Unless you'd like it to be.
I think we have enough of our own to attend to.
Yes. Yes. I had a couple thoughts. My short list. It would be nice if we could find Landry again, follow up with him, tell him what we know. Maybe if Bellamy had told him about Clarity in the first place, it's possible that he may have some insights into these locations he's looking for, more about his plan if he knows the details. Although part of me is also worried that Landry might support what Bellamy's doing.
Landry intersected with the woman who ran the cemetery. He said he'd gotten those bones from her. Maybe we start with her before we tell Landry everything we know?
Yes, that makes sense. See what we can get there, and then at least we've got a location for her too. I don't know where Landry would be exactly, so...
Have you read the letter?
No. I'm worried that breaking the seal might be bad form.
Never the gentleman, Monty.
Oh, I don't want to be rude. I mean, what could it be, right? He said that these were some personal trouble she was having? That he was providing some... Like, I think I know what the shady thing he was doing was. I don't know that I need to discover that he was getting bodies from the graveyard from this letter. I think I know that. I feel like it would probably just be prying into a woman's troubles.
I agree, but if it would give us the upper hand, if he's got some sort of ally in Brunkhollow, it's your call.
How is the letter sealed? Is it like a wax thing that we could not possibly create.
The seal would definitely break, and like I don't think you guys have the means to like repair that in a convincing way. The best you could possibly do if you were trying to make it look like you didn't open it is like break the seal and then try to like get rid of every bit of the seal, like sort of peel it off of the paper and just try and get rid of any evidence that was sealed at all. That might be tricky, but possible. But to like reseal it would be very difficult. You don't have the means to do that. Especially, it has like his. He didn't use the special resin that he used for the edict, but he did use like his seal. It has a little like symbol of the church on it, like that's stamped into it.
And he is just the kind of guy where you would expect him to have all this personalized stationery and everything.
Yes, he would have something like that. That's for a man. That's sort of a church leader, a man of faith.
I think. I suppose I don't know what would go wrong if she knew that we had looked at the letter. Well, she would probably be less willing to talk to us openly if she felt she couldn't trust us.
On the other hand, she might just lie to us and we'd have no way of knowing.
I can't imagine she would know what he's doing or be on board with it.
Well, then let's just take her the sealed letter and you do your best people reading.
Yes.
Both of you give me perception checks.
Let's go.
Okay. 18.
8.
Lamont, as you take a few steps in the direction of the marketplace and presumably sort of further west down toward the cemetery, you do catch sight of a familiar face sort of milling about in here. He hasn't noticed you yet, but there's a high elf man with a shaved head and a neatly trimmed goatee. And since you last spoke at the Paramount, Deacon Penley doesn't look like he's gotten any more comfortable in Brunkhollow. He's spinning like a top in the thoroughfare, like he looks thoroughly lost. His fine clothes stick out like a sore thumb, and his desire to avoid physical contact with the locals is sort of making it difficult for him to navigate the sort of busy streets here of Brunkhollow. You can see he's sort of looking at some of the market stalls. There's some food and stuff there. He might be looking for something to eat, but he doesn't really want to do business with anyone, so he's sort of goes from place to place there, and he hasn't noticed you, so he's milling about, so you guys can continue on toward the cemetery, but you do sort of clock his presence there in the marketplace.
Yeah, so I would like to just kind of steer our path to give him a fairly wide berth.
You can, yeah.
And just head past him.
Sure, you may do.
All right. Well, I suppose we need to talk to the deacon at some point as well, but I don't quite know what to tell him yet. I feel like it would be a bit of a hard sell to say that we've spoken to Bellamy, but also we can't take the deacon to him.
I don't think so. I mean, he's so far away. The deacon talked to anybody here. He would hear what we heard, which is it's an impossible trip. You'd need tremendous amount of luck, tremendous amount of resources. I don't think it would be a hard sell at all.
Yes, but then I think he would have questions about why the Reverend made that trip. Why we made that trip.
That to get the letter. I mean, our reason is obvious, and his issue is with the Reverend, not with us. It's not our circus, Monty.
No. I worry that it would potentially blow things up a little bit if it's not handled carefully.
Blow things up how?
If he's suspicious of something, if he truly doesn't know what it is that the Reverend is doing, things are looking suspicious enough, and I think this only makes it look more suspicious. I don't know that he would trust us.
I don't think we need his trust. I think we just need to get back. I mean, worst case, he gets some clerics to investigate. That's only good for us, no?
Shall we swing by them?
To the cemetery.
To the cemetery first, not to the deacon.
To the cemetery first.
Okay. All right.
Let's continue on through the third. As you're on your way south through the streets, you notice that Excavation on Demand has some interior lighting flickering from within. Last time you wandered by, it was eerily abandoned, and you wonder what this could be indicative of. It could be anything from Bison's return, another citizen seeking to purchase the property, maybe just squatters making themselves comfortable until one of the XEOD employees comes to shoo them away. But whereas before, some of the windows have been boarded up, now they've been reopened. There was a sign on the door that was sort of turning people away. You don't see that sign anymore. The fact that some of the windows have been boarded up, or that had been boarded up have been reopened, makes it contrast all the more with Maeve's little abode down by the creek. If there are any ether cigarettes being smoked, you certainly can't tell, because not only are the doors and windows shut, the curtains are drawn, and they're thick enough to prevent you from determining if there's any light inside to make you believe that someone's home. You know that Maeve is often partial to her privacy, so this on its own doesn't set off any alarm bells. But you also notice quite an accumulation of tracks in the vicinity. And there's footprints of different sizes, definitely more than one pair of boots. Not just at the threshold of the door either, around the sides, under the windowsills, almost like someone was making an effort to peer inside. And one of the panes you notice is even slightly cracked, like someone maybe leaned on it a little too hard when they were trying to see inside. And the thoroughfare's got a little bit of noise to it. It's midday, so it's hard to kind of put your ear up to it and listen for any sound. The sort of noise of both the river and the crowds it would make it difficult to hear something unless it was very loud coming from within.
Do I have any reason to believe, or can I look around and see if these are perhaps the mercenaries that I asked Maeve to hire?
Give me a investigation check.
Okay. Okay, that's gonna be a 12.
A 12? That's pretty hard to determine. Like, you would have to have known exactly what the mercenaries were wearing to sort of compare that. And again, there's a couple different sized footprints, so definitely not just one person, but hard to tell, hard to determine that.
As I'm approaching, I don't see any mercenaries that should be on guard duty if she asked them to.
No, there's nobody or like around the place.
Oh, well. I'm just gonna keep walking straight ahead to her front door, if possible.
Walk right up to the door.
Maeve. It's Illien, and I'm back. I am gonna go around to where I know that door to like the basement was.
Mm-hmm.
Give that
like
a
behind the watermill there?
Yeah. Give it a Maeve. It's Illien. And I need to speak with you, please.
Nothing.
I'm gonna run back to the front door and try to open it.
It rattles a little bit. And you wait a little longer. And then finally you hear the doorknob turn. And after pushing the door ajar no more than just a couple of inches, you see Maeve's very suspicious, squinting eyes staring back at you. Her pale skin catches what little bit of light seeps through the opening. And when she sees you, her expression softens ever so slightly. And even though she obviously knows who you are, she looks you up and down, and you get the sense that she's checking to see if you have any obvious bodily injuries or afflictions. It's the face of someone who knows that with her dangerous request that she made, she may very well have sent someone to their death. But it's also the face of someone who would have a very difficult time admitting that that bothers her as much as it does. She straightens up, and you watch her demeanor harden once more. She raises an eyebrow kind of in feigned nonchalance as she leans against the door frame, still keeping the interior kind of mostly hidden from view. So, did the professor have anything worthwhile to import? Or did you chicken out before you got there?
No, went past the waist, successful, and Professor Muir had a lot to say. I'd like to speak to you about it at length. But first, did you have any run-ins with this Ramo guy that I was talking to you about?
No.
And did you hire those mercenaries? I asked.
Yeah.
Does that seem true?
Make an insight check.
It's a nat 1.
You'll have to go on your instincts alone. Well, I suppose I'm glad to hear he hasn't withered away to fucking nothing, stupid bastard. On the other hand, if he was fodder to the wastes, it'd save me the trouble of continuing to try and find a way to get him out.
Yeah, speaking on that, he said the favor's been cashed in, and the next time he hears from you or sees someone from you, he better have your salvation, or I think he's gonna be pissed or gone. I don't know.
Yeah, I'll get right on that. Some things are done that can't be undone. And look, I'd love to hear all about it. But first, since you've clearly mastered the art of waiting for a fucking response, maybe you could try and explain some common courtesy to my other guests. 2 idiots tapping on my window like a pair of confounded fucking woodpeckers while I'm trying to take a much-needed midday nap. And Maeve steps aside. She makes kind of an exaggerated welcome gesture toward her workspace, where 2 people are seated at a table that's covered in books and loose sheets of paper. There's charts, illustrations, and diagrams, though it seems that many of them were hastily turned upside down or squirreled away when you knocked at the door, not knowing who might be paying a visit at this time of day. One of them is a stout young elven boy. He must be 14 or 15 years old. A round, curious face, short dark hair, and wearing what looks like half of a school uniform, not exactly rugged traveling attire. He bears a very passing familial resemblance to the woman sitting next to him, who's swathed in a patterned poncho with the brim of her hat tipped down low on her forehead. And it seems that Kayt was not the only Mori called back to Brunkhollow, but it is good to see her, and I'd like to welcome back to the table Kayt Mori.
I'm gonna throw up.
After riding into town, you made a quick stop at Bernard's boarding to find a stall for your horse, then walked with your cousin immediately over to Maeve's while taking in the familiar sights and smells of the thoroughfare. It was an indescribable feeling to be back here. The buildings and the streets so ramshackle and pedestrian compared to the sturdy city blocks of New Bayash, and yet the energy is so vibrant here, so exhilarating in its uncertainty. If Maeve was happy to see you, she certainly didn't show it, but above all else, you'd swear that you saw in her eyes a sense of overwhelming relief. What the 2 of you started here, it was obvious in that moment when you reconnected that she was struggling with going at it alone. A glimmer of something more, something that was snuffed out when you left, now rekindled just before the last dying embers of the fire started to fade away. But this one you know already. And this one's fucking, I don't know, Jonas or whatever, another stubborn Mori making their way through the cusp. Because when Kayt was here last, she looked around and said, "What a delightful place to raise a fucking child."
Jonah. And I'm gonna like nudge him a little bit and be like, correct her on your name.
It's Jonah, not Jonas. It's Jonah.
Good job.
I'm sorry, Kayt. What are you doing here?
Can I I'm gonna get up and like make a gesture, like get up and go and hug them, but then realize I'm probably covered in dirt and road shit and dust.
She looks like she's fresh off the road, no time to sort of take a bath or anything. She's dusty, she's sweating from being out in the sun.
Yeah, and then I'm just gonna wipe my sweaty hands on my poncho and stick a real handshake out.
I'm sorry, just a lot has happened. A week ago, outside of Blaylock's, what did you say that we wanted to start together? Talked about the herbs hanging from the ceiling.
A garden?
It's actually you. That's wild. Why? You should have stayed away, Kayt. But I'm happy you're here.
I'm really happy to see you guys. Where's is TC and Morna with you?
I need to pop over to Good as Gold to replenish my meager reserves of ether. Why don't you get the pleasantries out of the way, all the misuse and whatnot, and I'll be back in a quick fucking minute. And don't let him touch anything. She points to your cousin there.
Jonah, say yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Good job.
Door closes. I'd like Doxley to give me a perception check as Maeve sort of exits out there.
Okay. Perception. 5.
5. The only thing is, as you've been sort of trailing, you do watch Illien from a distance sort of circle the house, come back to the front. The door cracks open a little bit. He heads inside. That's all like very easy to see. Some moments pass, and then you watch Maeve come out the door. She comes out, closes the door behind her, and you don't know that she was sort of saying her reserves are low, but she takes out an ether cigarette and her little tinderbox. And you watch her just sort of smoke there for a second. She doesn't go anywhere. She starts to walk in the direction sort of good as gold in the shops and things. Swing back around to the inside.
TC's in town. There's a lot to fill you in on. Are you sticking around?
I have no intention of potentially ever leaving again.
All right. Well, then we truly have a lot to fill you in on. I won't say everything right now.
Jonah, get up.
I'm Jonah.
Hi, Jonah. I'm Illien, Tyrun.
This is my little cousin. He's the reason I had to leave, and so I brought him with me so I wouldn't have to leave again.
Right. I remember you saying something about your family when you were leaving. It's nice to meet you, Jonah.
Nice to meet you, Illien.
I got a lot to fucking tell you, so I don't know. I would like to not have to do it a bunch of times, so maybe we should
Get
wait
everyone
for
together at the Paramount.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're meeting up tonight. And when I mean everyone, I mean to apologize to you, Kayt. I meant to also write. I failed at keeping the girls safe. So, luckily Doxley's still here, but Morna is not. We laid her to rest outside the cusp, because you know how much she loved our gods, so hopefully they could see her. You should know that. And tonight you'll meet Annabelle. She's someone new in our party. She's trustworthy.
I remember she was sick. Did something happen?
Just the next mission we went on. Find the next statue. It was a tough battle, and we didn't all make it out. Would have been, I believe, the day after you left, or maybe 2, I don't know. It's the last week has been, I'm getting the day scrambled.
I hope that she knew that I liked her in spite of our differences. Did you find the statue?
Yeah. We found 3 of the 4, and we'll go into that more tonight, because I think we have a huge lead on everything that's happening, but we'll speak on all of that tonight.
Do you think she would have lived if Kayt had been there? Didn't have to come to get me?
Jonah, that's a bitch-ass question.
I'm sorry.
We fought some beings with some goblins with some powerful magic, and magic is unpredictable, so I can't say for sure if that's true or not.
And the goblins are doing magic now?
Just those ones. Had to do with the Chewingas, we believe. Feels really weird talking about all this. It feels like it happened a year ago, not just a week ago. Kayt, I also need to tell you, if you're planning on staying here, this is... You can't leave my side for an extended period of time, okay?
That's a weird thing to say.
I know.
Jonah, shut the fuck up.
Sorry.
Remember Ramo?
Yeah. Ramo's the one who I ran into first, right?
You did run
yeah.
into him first, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he's a fucking psychopath. And, we have not seen eye to eye on many occasions. And our last meetup, he's basically going after everyone I care about, making sure he kills all of them. So I'm trying to mitigate that damage. So if you would just watch your back, because...
The last time I saw him, we were pretty cool. He sort of gave me a... No? You don't think? Okay.
He's actually a psychopath.
You wouldn't say that you care about me much, right?
Jonah, I will protect you, okay?
Yeah, it's best that you probably keep your distance from me, actually. But no, right now I don't care for you very much.
Hey, now that's my cousin.
I care for you in that you're Kayt's cousin.
Thank you. He cares for you.
Okay.
Okay.
What? I'm sorry. What exactly did you do something to him that made this a problem? Or is he just out to get you for some unknown reason?
No, I've fucked a lot of things up, is what happened. And he's not very happy with me. So, yeah, specific reason.
Do you want me to send Jonah outside for a bit so you can tell me more specifically what you fucked up?
How'd you just kill him first?
I think I'm trying to get to there, but tracking him down is hard, and if I do fight him, I don't know if I would live. So we'll see. But I think that's one of the next steps, Jonah.
Do you want me to leave?
Oh.
I think it's best you hear everything tonight, and then we can get to that later.
Okay. Cliffhanger.
Just,
Mortal danger.
but I'm
Wait
not.
till sundown.
I'm not joking, Kayt. You can't leave my side for an extended time. This is very, very serious.
All right, well then you're gonna get to know Jonah really well.
Okay, then you're gonna be in danger.
Jonah, tell him a fun fact about yourself.
I got kicked out of school.
Why?
Go for it.
I was playing around in the lab. Started a fire.
And because you started that fire, I had to do what?
Come home.
I see. Well, that sounds very adventurous of you, and creative-minded to be able to make something that can explode, I guess.
He's smart. He's real smart. But he's also real squishy. So he's gotta stay by me for now. And he'll learn a thing or two the longer he stays here. We just got here. I'm sorry, pardon the mess.
I mean, I don't look much better, Kayt. It's fine. It's been a long day.
You look great.
This place is cool. Got more supplies than my school lab did.
But we're not gonna touch any of Miss Maeve's things without her permission, are we?
No, ma'am.
Thank you, Jonah. Good job.
Kayt, we're probably not going to be in town much longer than tonight. We're gonna have to be on the move quickly. Is Jonah equipped for that?
Where-
Do you feel equipped?
Where exactly are you going?
Well, you don't know about the constellations yet, so tonight you'll hear about that, and once we get those deciphered, you don't speak Infernal, Terran, or Orin by any chance, do you?
It would say there if you did, yeah.
Okay, well, we need to get some messages interpreted. Thank you. That's
I don't suppose in that big brain of yours you speak any of those things.
No.
Okay.
That's okay.
Once we figure out what these constellation maps mean, we're out of here.
Out of here being out of
Brunkhollow. We're fine.
over the cusp?
No, we should stay in the cusp, but it's a race against against another priest and a hag because Doxley,
I'm sorry. A what and a who?
there's just a lot going on, and TC, Annabelle, and Doxley didn't want to nip the problem in the bud earlier in the day, so now it's a race. But you'll hear about that tonight.
I don't know if you want to take me out there.
You know what? We will learn about the circumstance, and then we will make an educated decision as a family on what we can do and how best to keep you safe.
Okay.
Maybe you can stay with Miss Maeve.
She doesn't seem like she'd like that.
She doesn't like a lot of things.
But she just won't let you know that she likes things, but she's pretty nice on the inside.
And you might need to, spend a little time with her, right? And you can be helpful.
I can be helpful.
For all of, gesture to all of the scattered papers and everything.
But I wouldn't make things explode again because there was a guy named Bodhi who did that, and then he got fired and kicked out pretty quickly. So don't make things explode. Kind of kick.
You can make things explode as long as it's a little explode-y. Little explodey.
In a controlled environment, maybe.
Little explodey, no Brody. Bodhi.
Bodhi. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Can I check the window? Do I see Maeve headed back?
She looks like she's on her way back. Yeah, she's got like a little box in her hand, sort of thin thoroughfare. And Doxley, you're seeing her return as well.
I think I actually, once I'd seen Maeve walk away initially, I would have headed somewhere else.
Okay.
We can get to it.
You can see her. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna open my pack and take the box out that has the thing.
You recognize the box. It's the same one that Maeve presented you with right before you left.
You have...
I found out a lot about this, and that was part of my last trek for Maeve and for you.
You read my letter.
Yeah, I read it a bunch of times. There was a lot of crazy stuff in there.
Yeah, sorry about that.
It's okay. At that moment, there's got.
Perfect timing. I need to give this to you and you. There should be a note inside. Muir somehow untangled himself, and I think he was able to leave messages to you. He talked to me about brissants and that you're using the wrong kind of mushroom. He also was really worried about you doing this, but since I told him you had a Mori working with you, he was willing to give me info.
I'm sure that I don't need to be privy to every little detail or whatever the fuck you're working at. So while we're here in my workspace, let's stick to what does concern me, which is the box and the weapon and the professor.
Okay.
The Illien and all the fine folk that he runs with took a detour to help us with our ongoing efforts to find a way to fuck some shit up. So I'm hoping that he has something worthwhile to report. Now you say that he left something for me?
I think a note, maybe on the one that you left for him to read. I don't know, he untangled himself, which I'm sure you know maybe more about how he did that. But yes, he also mentioned, and you probably would know this, a Yasmin Mori. You should probably dig up her body if you want to know more about the Mori manuals or something like that.
That's like a great-grandmother of yours.
But I don't know if that book that you carried around was the Mori manuals. I didn't bring that up to the professor.
I don't know. The ingredients that I described to you before you left, they're in short supply around here. So I sought the advice of an old friend to see if there were possible alternatives. Before we go spelunking through every cave and tunnel in the cusp, scraping shit off the walls. Hand it over, let me take a look.
All right.
She takes the ball. And she takes out a couple little vials that look like they have some kind of like acids in them. She takes some like little droppers and slowly unseals the metal that had sort of melted. She had melted it shut to keep it from accidentally opening or not accidentally opening from someone along the way. And slowly she does that, and then after a little while she allows the metal to kind of melt, and then and once again, as you look inside, Illien maybe even gets the first look at it, sort of for the first time. She opens the box in front of you, and you see the sort of strange tubular metal contraption with a little sort of wooden stock and a trigger on it that looks a little bit like a crossbow, but without these sort of flanged edges and the sort of exterior parts of the bow.
So that's a firearm, huh?
That's what he called it, huh?
Yeah.
Your friend? That's what your friend called it?
Seems he know a little more about the Morries than he fucking let on when I talked to him.
Well, I'm sorry, what is this man's name?
Professor Muir?
That means
Wendell.
nothing.
Wendell
nothing to
Muir.
me.
It's not a name that you recognize.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jonah.
It doesn't. Don't mean nothing to me.
Useless cousin.
He said that you would need the knowledge of the Mori alchemical textbooks to make this weapon work better, but maybe on that note, he talked about Brisance, and he talked about Ignis Crepitus, or Cremono, Ignis something.
Are you fucking kidding me? Ignis Crepitus?
He said that's...
His head must be leaking fucking brain cells. The explosion that these things make will blow our little project to smithereens. Does he think I didn't fucking think of that already?
Well, he said maybe Crepitus is not... It's too powerful, and you need to look for... it was like Cremito or something like that. Ignis Cremito. That's a particular shroom. And then he was also saying that you need to process the powder.
Yeah. She starts to kind of read the note that's in there. Create a capsule. Fucking cartridge to reduce the pressure.
Yeah, he did say something about that.
Slow the rate of expansion. I can fucking make this.
Well, great. Sounds like it's a mission success then.
I can make this with what Crenshaw and the Sampson brothers got on hand in their stock rooms. Wendell, you clever little fuck. Okay. Okay, we may be onto something here. But we got a problem. Now look, I don't have the mushrooms on hand, and neither does anybody else. You'd be a fool to keep them lying around unless you like the smell of your belongings all burnt to a crisp.
Jonah.
Good news. I know where they grow in abundance. Bad news times against us. There's a fucking spot just to the northeast of here. A little ways into the downwield, they call it Lookout Bluff. Do you know where that is?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, if you head due west from there, you're going to reach an important little piece of Brunkhollow's history called the Eimar Dam. And in the early days of this settlement, before the dam was built, Bison had a dig site there. Good mineral deposits. Natural hazards were tough to work around, though. For one thing, it's real close to the river, prone to flooding when the waters would rise. And for another, there was loads of natural caverns filled with ignis fungi of every variety. Now Bison, he lost too much time and money trying to get at the best deposits, not to mention a few of his miners. So after a while, he sort of fucking abandoned it. But see, he still saw the land as being his claim, as he was the first to find it. When his people moved on, the Clinkers thought to put up a dam there, control the flow of water that was coming in north into Little Hollow. Later on, Bison found out about this. And even though the Clinkers weren't trying to get at the minerals in the ground, he took this as a hostile takeover of his territory. Now, Fort Contrition didn't want to back off because they's already invested a lot of time and a lot of resources of their own. And control of the dam would be very useful to them. So a whole bunch of real bloody fucking skirmishes took place over that piece of land. One of the worst periods of violence and tension between Brunkhollow and the fort. Now eventually, they had a little formal sit-down to discuss these skirmishes between Bison and the warden. And some very loose rules were agreed upon regarding the claims and whatnot. I don't know all the details, but basically they came to the agreement that once you built something on it, it was yours, until you said otherwise. Part of the agreement was that neither party was allowed to claim the dam and the tunnels that were dug out there. There was too much history, so now it's neutral territory. Nobody owns it. But with Bison having lost his iron grip, that might be nothing news to you. Maybe lost his fucking mind to boot. People from both sides of the pass have been creeping back out there to see what might be worth pilfering. Now, just at the bonfire last night that we have here in town, I heard some of Daphne's people talking about how they was formulating a plan to light the fucking tunnels up. Dangerous, obviously, and probably stupid because they're gonna start a goddamn landslide. But still, if they do fucking live, it may give them a shot at digging around at some of those minerals left behind. But the mushrooms are gonna be fucking gone. And I don't know where else to find them. Now, if we got a fucking prayer of making this happen, you gotta get to Imar. Today. I don't know what you're gonna find there. It could be folk from the MERRRCH Hall. It could be clinkers. It could be creatures that made a home by the dam. But you gotta get there before it's too late.
Maeve. Maybe I need to know between the two of you. The professor, when I was talking to him, said something offhand saying you two were looking to take the fight outside the cusp, and that's why you were doing what you're doing. Is that true? Because if it's not true, then I don't have time for this.
The fight has always been outside of the cusp.
Yes, but like I told you, it's a race to what we're trying to find. And if it's between what I currently have going on and the mushrooms, that takes precedence.
Well, I don't know exactly what you currently have going on because you have not chosen to explain it to me, but this sounds pretty fucking important, so I think I will be going.
Is this something that, if it all goes well, Maeve, it can help us in the next 24 to 36 hours?
She gets up sort of from her chair there. She goes over to a cabinet that's sort of below the sort of raised cabinets that have a lot of potion bottles and things. And there's a lock on this cabinet. Opens it up. And she takes out another sort of larger wooden chest. Can't take the fight to anybody with just one, can you? And she opens up the chest, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and a second rack, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and another one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All of the shining metal barrels, all lined up in a row. All of the wooden stocks, all hanging on a little latch, a little rack. 1, 2, 3, 18 of these firearms, all tucked into this chest here.
Kayt is just gonna like sniff in that like scent of metal and wood.
Yeah, that like shaved wood, that like sanded wood smell.
Jonah, sniff.
Smells like metal and wood.
Smells like the fucking future, all right? And our inheritance.
Yeah, it smells like that too.
Okay, that's great. But what can these things do if we actually do this?
I'm gonna look at Jonah and go, I think.
Okay. Like blow up Brunkhollow? Or like what?
I don't think that's our fucking goal.
Well, I just don't know the how much it can explode.
We look at Jonah again and say, what did we just tell you? No, Brody. Little explodey.
Little explodey.
Little explodey.
Okay.
It's like a fucking crossbow,
Okay.
but it's better.
And we're not gonna fucking know until we get those mushrooms.
If it fucking
Okay.
works. Which I make no promises to.
How far away would you say this, the neutral territory dam is? Like, walk-in or...
An hour and a half, 2 maybe
Oh.
if you're slow.
Yeah. Okay. Do we gather the party together, or we should probably go talk to them and get you caught up to speed before we go?
Look, I know that you're all tight to your fucking bosoms, but if you think you can handle it, you might consider leaving behind Mr. Welker and the young girl that's been running with you most recently.
Where's Dox?
I left her at Paramount. I don't know what she had to get done.
It seems like there might be some pictures circulating with their likeness. Pictures from Fort Contrition.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Now, you don't need to fucking fill me in, But you're gonna be passing through clinker parts of the downwheel.
Yeah.
You can make that decision for yourself, I'm just telling you.
Yeah.
Sounds like we don't want anyone holding us back for now. We could get this done ourselves tonight, be there and back
Yeah.
as soon as possible. I do need to ask you a favor, Maeve. If it's gonna help us, would you mind? And I'm gonna like walk over to her as closely as I can without like invading her personal space so much that she gets mad. Be like, can you cousin sit for me for now?
Oh.
Pretty please.
Make a persuasion check.
Oh my god.
Now that I got a
Best
plus 10. Come on, first roll, first roll.
Yes!
17 plus 10, 27.
Wow.
Fuck yes.
The damning back, and then you take him off my fucking hands.
I think he's really gonna grow on you.
If he touches anything, I'm gonna handcuff him to the fucking windowsill.
Jonah, what are you gonna do?
I'm not gonna touch anything.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Take a little time and come back here. I'm gonna whip up a suitable container that you can carry the fungi back in. Even with the container, don't fucking jostle it on your return journey. Picking the mushrooms ain't complicated, but it ain't easy either. Listen up. You gotta grab them by the roots and you pull straight up, not at an angle. You make sure it separates quick and clean. If you don't do it right, you'll feel the mycelium threads clinging to the earth, and you're in for a world of hurt. Because the stress applied, if you do not sever it at the root, will make it think that it's in danger, and when the defense mechanism kicks in, that's when the flames go up.
All right. Loud and clear.
Okay, straight up. And as much as we possibly can?
Whatever you can get me.
All
Okay.
right. I'm gonna like gather my stuff, whatever I brought with me, you
Sure.
know, my bag and stuff. But I'm gonna like intentionally leave Jonah's stuff here. So I'm not taking it back with me to Paramount or anything like
Sure.
that. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Maybe we go round up the folks early. I don't know. I totally forgot. Remember when we first met and I was looking for a book on Orcish? And then you said you could whip up a potion where I could understand Orcish.
Yeah.
Could you make one for primordial languages, like Ignan, Terran, or Orin?
As long as it's one of the common languages that are spoken, it works for just about fucking anything.
I don't know. It doesn't seem super common. How hard is it to make one?
I can make one. We've got some other fucking things that we're doing right now.
I know. We do this for you. We go get the mushrooms. When we come back with the mushrooms, we can trade off the mushrooms for that potion.
And what is the potion is for? It's not for this, and is it for
For
Ramo, or is it for
No, it's
our
for
other
us.
thing?
Yes, it's for us.
My pressing errand was getting that fucking goop that you gave me up to Jasper Scheiberg.
Yes.
In the time that you are running your errand, which of those two would you like me to focus on? Because I can't do both.
You said it only works for common languages?
No, I said it works for spoken languages.
Oh, fuck.
TikTok, Illien.
Oh, fuck. We need that potion.
All right, I'll put the goop aside then.
No, bring the goop. We can find another way. I need that goop.
When a boy needs to goop, he needs to goop.
Get the fuck out of here.
All right.
Right, I'm gonna go to Jonah, and I'm gonna give him a little kiss on the forehead, and then we're gonna do an elaborate handshake.
Come back soon.
No splody.
No splody.
Good boy.
As we're leaving, Maeve, I'm really happy that you're alive. Are those mercenaries still gonna be with you?
It's the middle of the fucking day, Illien.
Yeah, and you could be dead by the time I get back.
Well, her cousin will be dead too, so
It's true. So
tell it to her.
No dead cousins, please.
do you still have the mercenaries working?
Yeah, they're coming right round. On you go.
All right, let's go.
All right, gather my stuff, head out the door.
Alright.
Try to shake the dirt out of my poncho on the way out. Once we're out of her place, not on her floors.
You do so. As you guys are doing that, we're going to rewind a second. Doxley, where were you headed sort of after you?
I'm gonna be like looking after Maeve sort of had her little private moment and walked away. Doxley kind of would have stared for a second and kind of said to herself under her breath, you know, I would have picked gold. That Ramos said he knew who he was going after first, just to see where Illien went that night, who his primary focus was. I was wrong. Fucking Niall! And she's gonna turn and she's gonna first start to storm toward Paramount Lodgings and go up to her room and see if she can find the key anywhere, if Illien maybe left it behind before traveling.
Okay, great. As you step into Paramount, whenever you do, you're sort of on a mission right now, but even so, stepping through the doors into Paramount, like, your heart rate slows a couple of beats per minute. It just has that kind of atmosphere, a sort of calming aura within the chaos of the town and the valley as a whole. Aside from the occasional new face in the dining hall, it usually presents just how you left it, and today is not much of an exception. You do notice that half of the seating area has been roped off to allow for Josie's carpenters to maneuver easily to that kind of back patio area that's still under construction. Kenzo in particular seems displeased by the development as it limits the maximum capacity for clientele. He's sort of scowling in the corner with his arms crossed, watching the laborers carry planks and boards through the lobby. It does, however, look like the back wall of the kitchen itself is partially dismantled, a possible expansion so food can be served both indoors and outdoors. So despite his present indignation, the additions may ultimately work out in his favor. Mr. Clemens is behind the desk, but Mr. Warren is there as well. The two of them are side by side, and they're looking over a pair of ledgers, sometimes going back and forth, sort of comparing the two. And you hear a little bit of their conversation before they even kind of notice that you've come in. You see here, the duration of Mr. Donahue's stay does not correlate to his check-in and check-out dates. And then see, on this page, we have 2 lump sum payments that have dates, but no names or corresponding room numbers. And he looks over to Mr. Warren. Ah, yes, I see, yes, I see what you say. It's curious. There must be a page missing. I'll have to go looking for it in the study when I have a spare moment. Why don't you spare a moment now and see if you can find it? Yes, I will do that. And he sort of goes into the back office area there. Good afternoon. Welcome back. As always, a welcome sight to see you returning in good health. Once again, I'll apologize for the clamor of our renovations. Miss Kennedy continues to assure me that things are moving along quickly and without delay.
These lodgings are always a great relief, so no apologies necessary.
Do you bring us tales of adventure from the world beyond the valley?
Maybe over supper.
Oh, is your brother returning soon?
Yes, I would imagine so. He went off on his own.
There was a letter dropped off for him, which is why I say so.
Oh, well, I'm actually heading up to our room. I could save you the trouble, take it up, put it on his bed.
As a matter of policy, I'd like to put it into his hands directly.
That is fine. I can let him know to keep an eye out for it.
Anything I can get for you?
No, I believe I'm all right. Just gonna pop up, freshen up, and come back out.
Please do.
Thank you.
Up I go.
So in our room, yeah, she's gonna just try to do a big scan, lifting up pillows, like any place that he might have hidden it, because I don't know what he did with it once he finished talking to Ramo.
Did you leave it behind, or is it on your person? Okay, you do not find anything.
Fuck! Okay, and I'm gonna turn and leave, and I'm going to head towards Izzy's.
Okay, toward the courier office?
Yes, toward the
Great.
courier office.
Do so. You head in that direction, and you find that the place is decently busy, which isn't sort of unusual. It's sort of midday hour. Some people who are finishing up with work are now sort of sending out parcels or checking to see if their mail has come in. There's a line of 5 or 6 people in here. Very notably, however, you do not see the sort of imposing presence of Izzy Narvos. Both of her underlings, henchmen are in there. You see both Wade and Micah. Micah's sort of in the corner sorting through some parcels while Wade has taken over the post of seeing to the customers and doing so in a brusque manner. Some people kind of come up and he's like, hand over the fucking package. I got it. Get out of here. Get out of here. I'll dress it myself. And he's sort of writing there. But you don't see her as you look around the lobby of Narvosian City.
All right, who's got the shortest line in front of them?
Micah doesn't have a line at all. He's like over in a separate sort of isolated corner, like sorting through some mail and packages and things.
She's gonna start to like sort of quietly approach and catch his eye, see if... She's gonna go up to him. You wouldn't have happened to get any news in regards to Niall in the last 24 hours, have you?
He was supposed to report this morning. I haven't seen him.
Report in person, here.
He was supposed to talk to Izzy.
And she's not going off to meet him somewhere?
She's at EOD, putting in a bid.
Oh, congratulations. I'll be back to talk to her when she returns. Fuck. Fuck, Illien! Fuck. Okay, what's next? She's gonna... She's gonna go back into her room at the lodgings.
You can head back to the lodgings.
She'll take out like any of the notes that she took after looking at what Annabelle discovered, the constellations, writing down those languages, the words, just in case she runs into somebody and needs to show it that's not also associated with the constellation, just the words.
Sure.
She'll just start doing her homework.
You spotted the cemetery on your way into town, looking out the right side window when you were first arriving on the wagon from MERRRCH. But you haven't had a need thus far to revisit that side of the Little Hook River until now. And that's presumably a good thing. Such a visit typically means you're either burying someone or paying respects to someone who's already deceased. But your current bit of business concerns the living. It's a big piece of land here. And it's obvious that over time, people started to realize the staying power of Brunkhollow, and thus became a little more methodical about how they bury the dead. There's about a third of the cemetery that's far more haphazard in the placement of the graves, and then slowly it transitions into very neat lines and organized rows. Very formal headstones that are cut by a serviceable stonemason, whereas before they might have just even been kind of a stick or some kind of marker. In its relatively brief existence, Brunkhollow sure has had no shortage of those who've been killed during its establishment, during its development. And the markers here are likely only a fraction of the true number, given that in the dangerous downwield, people aren't always in a position to retrieve the bodies of the fallen. Or perhaps they simply don't care to. It's easy to imagine that each headstone here represents 10, 20, even 50 others who weren't so lucky as to be memorialized. There's a small mortuary at the south end of the property near where the river splits, simple in its design, with an unlit lantern that's hanging over the porch, and the rusted joints of the lantern kind of squeak as it swings every time the wind blows, which is relatively often next to the water here. And that sound is grating, you can hear it from a distance, but it doesn't seem to bother the very lithe elven woman with deep crease marks in her face that's leaning on the banister. And she's just kind of looking out toward the river, her world weariness sort of making her age hard to determine. You wouldn't be surprised if she was 30, you wouldn't be surprised if she was 60. But she's just sort of leaning on the railing of the porch there, sort of looking off, kind of towards town, kind of to the south along the river there. You guys, you're still at a distance there if you wanted to say something before you approach. But
That's just Monty.
Want to look at the... I would rather we don't. Sorry, something's in my throat.
it's my doubts.
I would rather not. If you think there is some grave information we could get from it. If you really think we should do it, then we can do it.
It's a guarantee that we'll know more than we know now. And if we don't, it's taking a gamble that some person we've never met will be honest and direct with us. And I just don't know if, given the state of things, it's smart to take those odds. Look, if the stakes weren't so high, I'd say obviously it's not our business, right? But if there's a hint of anything in that note that could give us an advantage here, I'm just a little sick of being polite. I don't think it gets you very far in this town.
I've generally found that to be a fairly self-fulfilling prophecy, I suppose. I think if we tamper with this, when we talk to her, we're already have broken that trust, and there's no chance that that trust can be built from that point.
Yeah, but we'll have leverage, Monty. If she's got some dark secret in that note, we'll have a lot of fucking leverage. You don't need trust at that point. Trust isn't a guarantee.
Do you think the Reverend would have written about a dark secret in a way that we'd be able to glean from it? Were we to betray him here?
Again, it's a guarantee that we get something. Right? Or we pass off that note and we're good little mailmen for the Reverend. Is that what you want to be? Want to be Bellamy's errand boy?
I don't really consider myself an errand boy.
You're a little old for that. Maybe an errand elder.
I'm an errand man, at least. Yes. I think it's important that you think about the world you would like to exist when you're going about things, especially sensitive things. I understand. I completely understand why you want to look. I've just got a feeling this woman is not our enemy. Whatever business he's doing,
There were bones from the cemetery in the cellar. She gave bones to Landry. She's supplying things.
yes, but we already know that.
Yeah, I know, but point being, she's helping other people out whose intentions might not be good.
She hasn't noticed us at all.
Not at all. I mean, you guys are sort of standing in the sort of edge of the property up by the bridge, so you're still a decent distance away. Like, it isn't obvious that you're like 20 feet away from her, but no, she's on the porch looking away. She's looking the opposite direction. She's like looking at the river, and you guys are sort of above her on the map.
So we break the seal. We hand her some correspondence that we know is private. And she's going to know that we've looked at it. I don't know that that gives us leverage.
Well, it depends on what information is in there. How bad it would be for her if it got out.
I feel like we already know. She's been giving bones to him.
No, he said she had some condition, right? Or some issue he was helping her with.
Would you want that to be public if you had something of that nature? Do you want somebody prying into your business?
No,
like that?
Monty, of course I wouldn't, but...
Well, here, why don't you do what you'd like with it? I'll go start a conversation and you can do what you please.
You're the ringleader. It shouldn't be on me.
All right. Why don't we go talk to him?
All right.
You guys can head over.
Go
Take the
approach.
little walk across the sort of length of the cemetery there. She doesn't turn as you kind of approach, even though your footsteps aren't loud, but sort of through the grass, a little shuffling. She doesn't turn. She just kind of stares out.
Is it a nice day out?
It is. It's, it's a little warm, it's a little humid, but it's sunny and the weather's like fair. The skies are clear.
Enjoying the breeze. It's important that I'm accurate about.
Best air.
There's like no breeze.
Looking to buy a plot, or you need help locating someone?
No, neither at the moment, although it may not be too long before I need the former.
What then?
Got a delivery for you.
All right, have it here.
From
Here's
the
a
river.
copy for your trouble.
She tosses you sort of a copper piece there.
So
She's outside at this point.
She has been outside.
So we can't
the whole
really
time.
see.
Yeah, she's on the porch.
Interesting.
Something I can help you with?
Well, is there anything you would like us to return to the Reverend? Any other word you'd like us to pass on or anything?
So it's from, I didn't get to the end yet.
Yes, Reverend Bellamy.
I'm sure I won't have a word, so you can go.
All right. Does she seem very bothered or just unpleasant?
Give me an insight check.
Okay, it's not the worst. 16.
16? Honestly, a little bit of both. She does seem a little unpleasant, a little prickly. However, she also seems like something's weighing on her. Like there's a lot of like sort of furrowed brow thinking going on. A couple times she's reading and she sort of goes back to it. So a mixture of both.
We were planning on making a trip back to him in a few days, so if you had anything you wanted to reply back to, we'd be happy to take it.
It won't be necessary.
All right. Give Val a look. Does it seem like the letter is making things any better or worse for her, or is she reacting to it at all?
Give me another insight check.
That's a fun question.
9.
9, yeah, tough to tell. She already seemed a little perturbed, so it's hard to tell if that's affecting it. It doesn't look like it's cheering her up. She's not like, oh, thank God. But
Does the cemetery look like it is in... Does it look like it's doing do well by any stretch of it. How does the cemetery do well? Yeah.
I mean, business is a booming. People be dying in Brunkhollow Valley.
Totally fair.
I mean, yeah, it looks like it doesn't look in disrepair or anything like that. Like it seems like she's performing her duties as needed by the town. Like there's lots of tombstones here. There's more plots that are clearly delineated that people have either purchased or are in waiting. But place it's big. It's one of the larger sort of operations in Brunkhollow.
Okay. It's really sad. Out of curiosity, about how much would it cost for a plot? Just for future knowledge.
Depends on how big. One person?
Yes, hopefully.
25 ahead of time.
How much does it cost to guarantee it doesn't get disrupted?
Disrupted by what? The weather?
Disrupted by someone who wants to go digging around?
We have people who watch the cemetery at night, safe from grave diggers.
You should tell them they're doing a piss poor job.
Enjoy the copper, errand boy.
That's Aaron Man.
She closes the door of the mortuary.
Fuck yeah.
Sorry I compromised the trust.
That's all right. She didn't seem terribly pleasant in the first place. Who would have thought a cemetery keeper would be so dour?
Oh God, it's Monty.
Well,
Why would you ask about a plot?
I was just trying to make small talk. Get it open up a little. I didn't want to dive straight in. She seemed a little touchy. Just trying to establish a rapport.
I see.
We're going to stop him. So don't fret about it. Her part in this is done. We're going to stop him.
I'm not. That's not on us. I'm just trying to not make it, convenient for him, but it's not on us to stop him.
Well, no, nobody asked, but it's on your mind, isn't it?
Like I said, I don't want to make things more convenient, but that's beyond the scope of what we can do, right? We're going back
Yes, we're going back.
to Old Pharaoh, and we're getting the troop, and we're moving
Yes,
on, and
yes.
we're not coming back.
We wanted to bring him here, didn't we?
Not anytime soon with this going on. You'd have to be insane to bring a kid to Brunkhollow.
He's big.
Truth be told, I worry that if we don't come back here sooner rather than later, there won't be a chance to come back here later at all.
Well, that's unfortunate, but again, it's not our...
Well, something I'll have to mull over then. Shall we head back?
Sure.
Go start to head back toward the bridge there that leads back over the Little Hook River. We'll pivot right back out to outside of Maeve's there. So you guys have just exited, and you're now sort of standing there, deciding where to go next. You left Maeve behind with Jonah.
Illien didn't really accept my handshake earlier, so as soon as we're outside,
I totally did.
I don't think you did.
I did it first, and after.
we did. Well, I'm gonna do it again. Now that we're
Okay.
second handshake. Nothing awkward about that.
I'm gonna put my. This time it's like I'm like putting my other. It's like a really intimate handshake. Wow.
It'll meet you.
Just like,
What's up,
It's
Kayt?
gonna be okay.
I don't think that's true.
We're
but
gonna be
if-
okay. Going to Paramount?
Yeah.
You guys head through the thoroughfare. A little bit to the north, walk through the marketplace, still bustling, still plenty of people out at this hour. Sort of words in your head about Maeve did say she needed a little time to sort of fashion together some kind of satchel or container for you, so you do have some time to sort of think about or attend to any business that you might need. Is there something before you get into Paramount?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna check on Clemens and Kenzo. You haven't seen them, have you?
I haven't. I need to get a room and everything.
Okay, well, I hope they're alive. And I need to go check on Niall and see if he's alive. So,
So this whole like Curse of Romo Klein thing is like everyone you have ever talked to.
people I care about, and I would say Niall, Clemens, Maeve, and Kenzo are my closest.
This is an issue because you make friends with everybody. This would never be a problem for someone like TC.
Get yourself squared away. Hopefully Clemens is there. I'm gonna split off and go check on Niall.
As he splits off for me and I'm handing the desk, I'm gonna just say again, kind of like under my breath, it's gonna be okay.
Loud enough for me to hear?
Yeah.
I'll turn back and say, if anyone could make it okay, it's probably you, Kayt. But I don't have high hopes. And I'm gonna turn and go up to the... I was at the gnome tents.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna go up to
the last you heard. Yeah, he doesn't always. He doesn't have like a permanent residence there because he'll stay in different. He camps out in the downwield quite a bit. So
Okay.
he has stayed there before, but you don't know.
I'll go see if he's there, or if anyone knows anything.
Follow Kayt through the door of Paramount there, where sort of writing in his ledger, copying something else over. Miss Mori,
Well, aren't you just alive?
I could say the same to you, I suppose. How wonderful to have you back so soon.
Yes, I'm happy to be back. I need a room again.
Of course, we can accommodate you. He sort of gets a key there. We'll deal with the money later, but he gives you a room key there. 4F is the key that he gives you. Is there any other accommodations that we can get you beyond the room itself?
I have brought my little cousin to town, and he may end up needing a place to stay, but for now, he is being taken care of, so I may end up needing an extra, or he may share my room. Is there an extra fee for that?
There are rooms that have 2 beds in them, if you'd prefer.
I'm gonna stay optimistic and hope his current babysitter is going to absolutely fall in love with him, and then I don't have to pay for another bed. We will find out.
How generous of you to accommodate for your cousin.
He's a nincompoop, but I love him.
I find that family often brings out those sentiments.
Yes, I mean, you've now met my mother as well, so soon you will know just the whole family.
I have indeed. I hesitated to ask if she had joined you in your return.
No.
Ah,
Maybe we'll see her again someday.
I hope so. We'd be happy to have her back at this hotel.
Thank you. And did you notice like the construction?
Yeah, there's construction going on. It looks like they're expanding sort of the back sort of section of the kitchen and beyond there.
Oh, wonderful. This looks great. I'm so excited to see how it goes.
Yes, hopefully we'll be expanding out into the back and not too many goblins will come skittering through the back alley there. And I'm not sure what to tell you about what has happened in the meantime since you last were here. Is there anything I can tell you or help you with?
Oh, I mean, I've heard some passing comments about Bison.
Yes, Bison has left town. Temporarily to some think that he'll be back, others not so sure. There's a few people who are already seeking to make a bid on Bison's EOD property, as it is right in the center of town, prime location. I imagine it will cost a pretty penny when it comes down to it.
The property, but not the business.
It is my understanding that the property is what's being bid for. However, if the winning bid ends up being someone who's in the mining business, I don't see why they couldn't utilize it for the same purposes.
And I'm assuming that means he left under mysterious circumstances.
I believe there was some questioning of his leadership after a couple of his more notable associates, I suppose, turned on him in a way. I got the impression that perhaps something was stolen from him, though I am not exactly sure what, and the fact that he did not have a handle on his most trusted associates called his leadership into question.
And since I've been gone, I mean, in his absence, when I was last here, my mama and I went and saw that gigantic statue.
Yes. Well, that was brought back to town.
Right, it's still here?
Yes. In a way. I haven't seen it for myself, but there are rumors that someone vandalized the statue.
Oh no.
While it was erected outside of town, Bison's security was keeping watch, but when Bison left town, the statue was no longer under watch, and it seems that someone took the opportunity to dismantle it. I'm not sure that anyone knows the culprit at this moment.
But there's no longer, a setup, I guess, of people doing tourism around it.
Unless they would like to tour an empty field full of rocks and rubble, there's not much to see. Vandalized, destroyed, not vandalized.
I was initially
painted.
imagining painted,
Yes,
so thank you for the clarification.
My apologies.
That is just horrible. I hate it when that happens to art, and there's just no respect for culture, is there?
Yes, I can see that it bothers you deeply.
Yes, because of culture.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much.
Of course. Please, if I can be of service in any way, don't hesitate to let me know.
Yes, I think I may need to freshen up.
As always, the washroom is underneath the stairs. I believe you've been there before, but...
Yes. Thank you.
Of course.
Oh, no.
I'll have Kenzo bring fresh towels up to your room.
Thank you so much. I look forward to seeing Kenzo as well.
Yes. You look over to the corners.
And I'm gonna see him and say, alive.
Goes back to scowling in the corner.
Okay, I'm going up to my room.
You unlock your room.
Yep.
You find it looks very much, it's sort of a little wave of nostalgia, but also it's different, but it's the same. It looks exactly the sort of same setup as the room you had before, but it isn't the exact same room that you had before. Set your things down. Back in Brunkhollow.
Yeah, as soon as I get in that room, I feel like I'm gonna take off my dirty, nasty poncho and go lay it maybe on the windowsill so I can start batting it out like a carpet. And then just sit down on the ground, a little cross-legged position, and have a quiet moment to myself. The first time since I have left Saywall with Jonah.
Yeah, he's been glued to your hip since you left,
Days.
by design.
Yeah, and enjoy the quiet and take a deep breath and say to myself, made it back home.
And with that, I would like to give you your inspiration called Balls to the Saywall. After a long journey home, return to Brunkhollow with new information and new leads.
Yay! The best
Wow.
inspiration.
To say whoa.
And that is where we are going to take a break. A inspiration a year plus in the making.
Oh my god.
Pretty good.
So good to have you back at the table, Erica.
Oh my god, you're back.
This is so cute.
Excellently navigated, everybody, as we return and figure out what's going on in town. Errands to make, things to see, people to talk to. We'll take a little break. Are you okay?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Get your Powerball numbers ready.
Powerball in.
And it's not just soda. If you got gifted a sub, stick around for at the end of the episode.
Yes, if
And-
you were gifted, please stick around.
Yeah.
And I wasn't here when you guys were introducing the new merch, so literally on our break, I'm gonna buy one of those posters with free shipping.
The
Mori K. Mori.
Glory Kate Mori.
There's free shipping.
There's free shipping.
Oh yeah, I said the code was Glory K Mori, but I should probably say it's lowercase, no space, lowercase, no space. Gloria K. Mori. And if you don't know how to spell K. Mori, you don't deserve it.
Yeah, you definitely don't deserve it. But also
The
check
wiki.
out the wiki.
But also, it's on the banner of the website.
All right, everybody, stick around. We'll a little break. We'll be back, and we'll dive back into Brunkhollow, chapter 64.
I haven't even said it in my stuff.
Think about becoming a YouTube member. If you do, you'll get access to moments like this.
Tonight, when you said to the gnome, my fella was here.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
You called him your fella?
Sure did.
Oh, they've been hitting it off. Doxley's.
Sexually.
Have you not gotten to the sex scene yet?
Oh, she's still like 10 episodes behind?
Oh, yeah,
Pre-sex scene.
Yeah.
You have to stop right now. It's not funny.
We can get you access to Notch and Soda, but not for free. You have to pay for it.
Welcome back, everybody, to chapter 64 of Brunkhollow. We're gonna be heading back in, but before we do, if there's any
Shit, why
thing
do
we
I-
need to...
As if it's catching me off guard every time, but I know exactly what we're about to do and how to do it. Nice McGross did a bit, Told by Smallbird did a bit, OG Biggie resubscribed, Deirdre Manningwell, we love you, miss you,
hey.
resubscribe, thank you so much. Deirdre 95 bits, what's up? Norse Herald 1 bit, Karina the Corgi, subscribe to Prime. What you gonna do for free if you're an
Yeah,
Amazon Prime
subscribe
person?
for free.
Nice McGross 20 bits, Master Dark resubscribed, and Quixote Squire resubscribed.
Quixote.
Thank you.
Thank you guys all so much.
Sure.
Stick around for Notch and
So,
Soda.
dude.
Unless you want to.
How did I do
Cheers.
that?
Deirdre.
Cheers.
Yeah,
Sorry I wasn't more upset that Morna died.
You were more upset about the statue break.
All right. Having spent... Go ahead, get it out.
yeah, I'm sorry. All right. Couldn't help myself.
You know what, just for that, Maeve's dead. Having spent the last 24 hours hiking through hills and wastes and prairies and mountains and caverns, your legs could probably use a bit of a break, but the little wraparound walk up to the bluffs is nonetheless pleasant. It springs you free from the bustle of the thoroughfare and into what could be described as a more dignified atmosphere here. The lack of primary businesses and orderly disposition of the gnomes keeping things very calm, very professional. Before you get all the way to the gnomish tents, you do but walk by two things that are just things that you note, little points of interest on the houses atop the hill. First of all, the amusing sight of the young man with the wavy red hair harvesting honey from a series of boxes where the bees are buzzing about. Between the risk of getting stung and the noticeable limp that he has, you'd think there's probably professions that a man like him might be better suited to, but he seems to find a certain joy in the work. You see him kind of going from box to box, sort of peeling out some of the honeycomb pieces, setting them down, and he really seems to be enjoying it here. He waves a little cordially as you pass. The second thing that you notice is that the smallest house on the block, it's 3 from the end before 2 much larger dwellings, looks like it recently endured a fire. It's not completely burnt down, but much of the wood is brittle and blackened, especially around what was once the door and the windows. Some sections of the roof have collapsed, nearby grasses have been singed, and there's a halfling with a handlebar mustache holding a crossbow just outside. It looks like he's posted to discourage looting or someone sort of entering the property that shouldn't. Up ahead, a familiar, outgoing gnomish man shouts some words of encouragement to those that pass by in either direction. People coming and going. He fancies himself a fixture of the community, Mr. Godwin, who you've spoken to before. He's puffing on his pipe. He lounges on kind of a long bench, and I think this is the first time you're seeing it. He's just beside a small rectangular structure that doesn't seem to have a proper entrance or obvious function, and as you look around, you don't see the well, and it looks like they've built a kind of facade over the well to sort of keep people from entering in there or haphazardly maybe falling in there, whereas before they had just laid a few boards on top of it. Now they've kind of built a structure around it.
Does it have like latch to a door or anything?
No, there's no door at all. It
Oh,
seems
it's
like they're
just
like
literally encased.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty flimsy. It's not like a house, but it's just a very basic sort of boarded and nailed wooden edifice that they've erected around the.
Okay.
You get all the way to sort of where the gnomes kind of are up there.
Pardon me.
Afternoon.
Hey, it's good to see you again, Mr. Godwin.
Yes. Always know when someone's looking for something.
Well, I am looking for Niall Morton. I know he had a tent up here at one point. Have you seen him recently?
He had a tent, but he hasn't had one for a couple days now.
Oh, okay. And did he happen to tell you where he was going when he checked out, or have you seen him in the last 24 hours?
I haven't seen him in the last 24 hours. And I see everybody that comes up here.
Right. Okay. All right. That's it. Thank you.
If I see him, should I say something to him?
Please, yeah. Tell him that Illien or Doxley are looking for him.
All right. Does he know where to find you?
I believe so. But if he doesn't, Paramount, he can leave a letter.
Very well. I'll let him know.
Thank you very much.
He always comes back.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. Bye, Mr. Godwin.
Yep. Have a good day.
Goes back to sitting on his bench.
Illien's gonna head to where it starts sloping back down. And he's just gonna head to the Paramount. A little defeated.
Circle back around, heading back into the thoroughfare there. Speaking of the thoroughfare, Val and Lamont, you guys are walking sort of back in from the direction of the cemetery. You've crossed over the bridge, back into the main thoroughfare area. You can see the market up ahead. You can see, the entrance of Paramount, although it's a little distance in front of you. Is there anything else you wanted to do before you head back in that direction?
I mean, there's some other calls we can make, but should we check on the party first? I figured, that vial with the weird stuff in it. I've got an alchemist friend who may be able to take a look at it.
Gujak.
Yes, Gujak. I'd been meaning to say hi to him anyways. We could go looking for him now, or...
What time is it, Ish?
Like early into late afternoon, like 2 to 3 o'clock.
I think we've got time. Yeah, let's just, try to keep our heads low.
Sure. I think between him and Landry, I think that's all the business I can think of that's left.
Yeah.
As you guys start to head along the thoroughfare in that direction, that's when Illien's kind of coming in from the other direction. And also, were you sort of staying in your room? Had you come back down?
Yeah, Doxley's in her room.
Great, okay. So you sort of intersect just outside of Paramount, the three of you.
Perfect. I was looking to find you guys a bit early. Are you busy right now?
Well, we have some things we could do, but I don't think it's anything terribly urgent.
We need to get together a bit earlier than I thought. I may be needing to head out of town. I'd hate to ask this of you because we've had a harrowing day, 24 hours, but would you be willing to go out on one last adventure, getting some mushrooms for Maeve?
It's just a mushroom gathering. Who's Maeve?
She's an alchemist here in town.
Oh, another alchemist.
Yeah, another.
An old friend of mine from the Ograms is around here. That's who we were actually planning to go talk to, but...
Gujak.
Yes, good. You know Gujak?
Yes, I haven't actually thought about him in a long time, so I forgot that he was doing that. That's cool that you're both from the Ograms, that makes sense.
Yes, we weren't, we didn't spend a lot of time together, but we know each other.
Well, this has to do, actually, it's in a bit of a timetable, but remember that box that I gave to that professor in the wastes?
Yeah.
It's along that same reasoning where I have to go quickly to get those mushrooms. But if you guys are tired and winded, I understand you've already done more than enough.
Would we have taken a short rest at this point with just the walking around?
No, but Maeve also said you have a little time before she does. You could probably squeeze in a short rest if you needed to.
This is in the downwheel?
It's past the Lookout Bluffs. It's only like an hour to hour and a half out. from here, so it's not far.
It is in the downwield, just not super deep into the down.
I'm not in any shape to get in a fight, so if I'd need a break. I could go down, but I'd need a rest. You know, give me an hour or so.
Okay, maybe, I mean, I don't want to interrupt what you're doing, but if we can meet up at the Paramount early, talk about everything we need to, get a rest and a quick rest and head out.
Yeah, that's fine. That works.
That's fair. We had to do that anyway, so then we just rearrange the schedule a little bit. Is this... I assume these mushrooms, this is important. These aren't...
Yeah, it has... The professor was talking about a specific strain.
Yeah, I think you guys, like, that squares with what you
Yes.
heard.
Yeah.
It's those mushrooms. Okay.
And it turns out they all be maybe lit ablaze in the coming hours, so we need to get there before that happens.
Okay. Well, that sounds... I'm more than happy to help.
This is a diversion from trying to find Bellamy.
Well, kind of in the same thing in a weird way. You're really okay with this?
If it's only going to take a couple of hours, I
Okay.
didn't have enough to fill the day anyways.
Did you want to come with me to the Paramount then, or did you want to make a quick detour?
If we're heading out, we should
go
get
rest.
get off my feet as soon as possible.
Sure. I left before Doxley said where she was going. You know where she is?
No idea.
Okay, let's all just head to the Paramount. I gotta check some stuff there anyways.
All right.
Are you going as well, or are you going to go to Gujek by yourself, or are you going in?
I'll just wait until...
Okay, that's fine. I was just checking. I didn't know if just Val was staying. You guys head into the inside, and you're greeted once again by a very friendly-faced Mr. Clemens.
Welcome back, everyone. Nice to see you all again.
Wonderful to see you as well. It seems things are quite lively over here. It's a lot of progress for just a day or so.
Yes, well, Josie does good work and seems to be her only project of this scale, so she's able to lend not only her hands, but a few people that she's hired as well.
Well, it looks like it's going to provide a space that is well worth the cooking that Kenzo's been providing.
Yes, that is the hope. We provide whatever Kenzo requires.
Right.
Mr. Tyrun, there was a letter for you. It came in?
You know who left it?
Well, it was brought in by Mr. Wade, but he works over at the courier's office. That's not unusual for him to bring things in.
Great. I'm gonna run up to my room really quick. I should need to check some stuff there. I look over. Kenzo's fine.
Yeah, he looks angry, but he's over there.
All right. I'll be right back.
He sort of...
Okay, I'll be right back, and then we can hunt for Doxley.
All right. Sounds fair enough.
I'll run up to the landing. Great. Awesome. I'm gonna knock on the door. Wait, no, I'm not. It's my room. Okay. No gun in a weird place.
What am I doing?
What am I doing? All right, walk in.
You walk in and you see Doxley. She's doffed her armor and she's sitting like cross-legged with her back to the door. And there's just like papers and like scribblings and scrawlings. And she's found somehow a bottle from under her bed and is drinking it and looking over everything.
Is everything going okay in here? I have been unable to track down Niall's location. That doesn't mean he's gone, but it seems he might just be out. I don't have confirmation. What's going on, Dox?
And without turning around, she'll pick up her glass. Niall's dead, Illien.
You've seen his body? Or what, just hearsay?
He was supposed to check in with Izzy. Jesus fucking Christ. He was supposed to check in with Izzy this morning. And he didn't.
Well, he's always scouting out in the downwield. Sometimes the upwield, right? Complications can happen. Doesn't mean he's dead. something could have held him up. And that would be completely normal.
I take it all this concern about Niall means that your other loved ones are safe and sound.
So far, no one has a mark on him. I just can't confirm with Niall.
Doxley will get up and she'll come over to you. Give me the key.
Bisonski,
Yes, give it to me.
you know I have no problem giving it to you. But the way in which you're asking, what do you need it for?
Illien, we stole that key together, and we planned it together. And we share the same blood. I figure it's my turn to give it a shot. In however I see fit.
Right. Doesn't seem like he'll be wanted anymore, but I wish you good luck.
Take it. Put it in her pants.
If it turns out that he didn't make it back because Romo got to him, then I'm sorry, Doc. And I carry that life with me. What I said wasn't done easily, and it's gonna weigh on me for the rest of my life. But I stand by it. If I can save people, then it's worth it.
And if you can't?
Then I fucked up, and it'll probably be good when I die. So I can't fuck up anything else up. But I can't... It's becoming more apparent that sacrifices have to be made. And I don't even care if it's me that has to be sacrificed. Something just needs to get done.
Every time our group talks about going to war, fighting the evil guys, the bad guys, why does it always come up that people are gonna die when we do it? As if there's some sort of even trade that happens. Oh, if 4 of my loved ones die, then maybe 1 bad man gets to see the end as well. Maybe if 10 of my loved ones die, I can save a whole city. Why is that always the conversation? What is this focus on sacrificing others in order to gain what you're trying to get? I don't get it. And I don't agree with it.
The person I wish to be has realized that what is told in stories and what I've heard, it must be fake. Because there has to... No one actually gets anything done unless they gave up something else. That doesn't mean that I wanted Niall to die.
You know, Illien, I thought that when you came here, you would find some peace. I thought that there was good in you, and Piran was the bad part. And that's why you would always get into these moods, these inner conflicts. But now we've come here, and they only seem worse. Like there's evil and good in you, and they just can't mix. Our parents may... All of the Goreonan lived in this grey area, and we could just flow through it. Every time you've had these sort of moments for yourself, the good has come out, victorious. And I am fucking worried that this time, this most important time in your life, the other side is going to win. You've got to figure out how to let it flow. Or it will consume you. This fight inside of yourself. Now, if you excuse me, I'm gonna get fucking drunk.
We're meeting downstairs to talk about everything we know.
When?
Now. I wish I was born in a world where I could embrace that better half of myself, Doxley. But the moment I tried, people died, and failure was abound. So if there's one thing I know I'm damn good at, it's being a shitty person. So maybe I can be a shitty person and finally get the right thing done for once in my life. I don't care how I get there. He's gonna slam the door and he's gonna head downstairs.
Okay, you hear some raised voice. I think you guys are on maybe 2 floors below or something. But like you could,
We're making a scene.
well, it just like as you open, like the last couple words "slam" like is what you heard. You couldn't hear the conversation, but you heard Illien's voice sort of slamming at the door, and then something. So you were able to sort of hear that from where you were.
I'm gonna say I've like washed up and everything in that all that time, and
Yeah.
as when I hear that, I'll.
Start.
All right, time to go. Yeah.
One day you'll hear it, Illien. And it'll be too fucking late. She'll straighten herself out, look in the mirror, practice the smile, and head down.
Slowly, one at a time, you each make your way into the abbreviated dining hall here. Some of the seats have been taken out to make room for the laborers, but there's still some places to sit. Val and Lamont were sort of down there first. Did you guys go up to your room to get anything? Sorry, if you wanted to.
Yeah.
I mean, I definitely could use with a little washing. I could take 5 minutes to, like, I might, you know. If I had
Never heard that sentence before in my life. I definitely could use with a little.
I could do with a little washing. If I had the opportunity to freshen up a little bit, I would freshen up a little bit.
You did. The opportunity. And so it is. And so Lamont was clean.
Before we talk,
So it was decreed.
But like, how clean could I get?
like
Roll for
newborn,
clean.
squeaky baby clean.
You
Oh, worth it. So
Cut your own hair.
before you clean this up.
You're talking to Dirty Lamont, not clean.
Can
Okay.
we rewind for a minute?
Yeah.
Can you unlock my door for me?
Oh, yes. One moment. Gonna search through my pockets, find your key. Head up and just kind of let you in.
And I'll pull his bottles and potions and thing that I had
Yeah, take
traded
it
him off.
from. Yeah.
Why don't you take these back and you give me the book for safekeeping?
Yes, why not? All right. No. Yeah, do the trade.
I'll see you downstairs.
Yes, see you there.
Given that kind of order of events, I think Illien actually might have been first down there. And you find one of those booths there by the side. The tables have kind of been pushed aside, but a couple of those booths built into the wall are still there. And as you come down, and then Kayt comes down, and then Doxley, and then Val and Lamont, you see as you kind of walk by, Clemens just kind of smiles to sort of see people sort of occupying the sort of dining space, the sort of people that he's familiar with, that he knows at the hotel. So Illien's there, and Kayt comes down after that. See Illien.
Is Doxley all right?
Yeah. Yeah, she'll be down in just a moment, I think.
You look even worse than when I saw you like 35 minutes ago.
Yeah, I just don't know where Niall is. And that's scary.
Niall, your family friend?
Yeah.
Uncle?
Family friend, yeah.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
You thinking it's this curse situation?
Oh, we don't know for sure yet. He could just be waylaid. But maybe Romo did get to him.
Are we waiting for only Doxley?
No. You'll meet Val and Lamont. Fantastic folk. We just got back on a trip with, so...
See, look at you making friends left and right.
And at that, there's like curtain draw. Doxley, you're the next one to sort of show up.
Handshake. Handshake. That was for the podcast. Not say handshake.
She returns the handshake. It's gentle but firm.
Good to see you, Ms. Mori.
I hear things have been tough, but it is great to see you both as well.
You've caught up.
She was at Maeve's when I ran over.
I'd say I'm rather not caught up. I'm rather far behind, and I would like to hear as much as possible. And I've got questions as well.
And at that as well, curtain draws again. Val and Lamont have made their... I think Val was next. But sure.
Great.
Friends.
Yes, these are they. Lamont, Val, this is Kayt.
Charmed.
Kayt does not do a handshake because handshakes are for her close personal friends. Instead, it's a curt nod.
Slide in. We have a lot to talk about.
Yes, I think we do.
Draw the curtain. Great.
Curtain opens one more time, and Kenzo.
Yes.
Sorry for it.
Thank you, Kenzo.
He walks away, but he leaves the bottle at the table.
So I think the most pressing thing is there was a man, a Genasi named Avery. He showed us in a dream.
Do I know what an Ignacy is?
A Genasi, yeah, it's like they're descendants of elementals, but they're like humanoids. They look like people, but sometimes with sort of fire, water, earth flair to them. They're rare, but you've seen one before. They're not like so rare that they don't exist like in the world. So yes, you're familiar with the concept of that, yeah.
It's kind of crazy, but in a dream, he came to TC, Annabelle, Dox, and I. At the end of that dream...
Not Annabelle. Just TC.
Yeah, I guess it was just TC.
Was I dreaming about TC?
And he showed us an important location with constellations that aligned over the cusp of Brunkhollow. There's these important stars that seem to align with the statues and the locations that we had found them. Of course, we don't know where this fourth statue was, or there's a hidden fifth location. Avig seems to believe it's his way home, which would entail the fire plane.
A fifth location, not fourth location?
A fourth and fifth location, fourth meaning a statue of some sort, probably, and a fifth, we don't know what. Avig thinks it's his way home, which could mean like an opening to a plane of fire or something.
But some kind of an opening.
Something, maybe. But on the excursion we just went on, to Clarity, we found that there's a catastrophe that's bound to happen. And maybe that'll be what's at the fifth location. And there was a book with constellations that seemed to align with our dream. So all we need to do is figure out what constellation co-aligns with what catastrophe, like what translates, put it with what we know, and we should be able to find a fourth statue and what this fifth location is, which is what we need to beat everyone to.
Who is trying to get to the fifth location?
Everybody.
Seems Romo, their friend Bellamy. Oh, Bellamy. You remember a preacher with snakes at the music box a while back?
I remember hearing about it.
Yes, he was shot and killed, thrown in the river, and then somehow revived. Turns out it's because a hag that we freed from the prison can revive him, and now he's at Clarity, doing God knows what.
Do I know about hags? Like, how do I know about hags? Like, through stories?
You do know about hags. They're sort of, at this point, they're a little bit creatures of myth because the clerics would like, they are generally creatures of misdoings and evil, so the clerics would be quick to wipe out creatures, that sort of have that mischief about them, but also they're powerful magic users, so they would do it for that reason. So you know the myths of hags. They sort of tempters and temptresses, they like to sort of make underhanded deals. They'll offer you something that you want really badly, but they'll take something in return. That's sort of like their. So yes, you're familiar with the concept of hags. There's hags of different types that you'll find in sort of different regions and areas. So yeah, I mean, definitely more like research. You've never encountered one personally.
So I'm sorry, you're saying there's a hag in Brunkhollow who is in cahoots with the preacher who was dead.
Well, demi-hag, I think, but yes.
Not in Brunkhollow, but I mean, she's not here.
Oh, yes.
This preacher is not a preacher for the gods.
Seems that he is, and
He most definitely is.
And this hag then is also somehow
indebted to him through a promise made, and so she can't break that promise until she gets him to where they're going, and Doc seems to believe it's the 5th location.
Wait, back up. She can't... What do you mean she can't break the promise until he gets where he's going?
Apparently, a long time ago, Bellamy made a promise with someone, and the demi-hag is indebted to him and must fulfill this promise, and then she can be freed from his side.
And what is the promise exactly?
To see him where he wishes to go, where they need to be, and we believe that's the 5th location.
The demi-hag at one point in her life knew where all 4 statues were, plus the 5th location. She has since maybe forgotten them, and she is promising to escort him there. And then once she has done so, she is no longer obligated to continue to bring this motherfucker back from the dead.
So she's old as hell, and he's been coming back from the dead. For all we know, they're both essentially like immortal.
I mean, I don't know when they were born, I guess.
But they've been around.
He's a normal old person as far as age goes, much like myself. I think, however, well, we're not entirely clear what the nature of the resurrection itself is. It could just be maybe the hag is just seeking him out and reviving him because her job is to get him to that location, so him being dead makes that difficult.
Sure.
But
Just for a little, for audience participation and recap as well. I'm also just going to bring up, like, this is the sort of, as they're describing it to sort of match what they're saying to what you're seeing, they saw sort of Brunkhollow from above, like bird's eye view. They were there's like a star, as if they were sort of past the stars, and the stars are in the middle, sort of looking down on Brunkhollow. And some of the stars corresponded to statue spots. There's one there in Brunkhollow where that was underneath the well. There's one up here that was Bison's dig site. There's one down here that was the goblin camp, the raider camp that they went to. And then they were also shown any constellations where those stars were included in the constellation, but also had 5 stars. So presumably 2 of the additional stars are one more statue, and then one something else that we don't know what it is. So again, just to sort of recap for both audience and everything.
So is the plan then? I mean, I'm assuming you don't want to fight Bellamy while the hag is still indebted to him. That would be
Correct. We
So
passed on that option, actually, back at Clarity.
And so the plan is to let Bellamy arrive at his location, let the promise be fulfilled, and then fight.
And then fight. And then also, possibly, be fighting a cleric on top of that. And also possibly fighting an undead fuckwad on top of that.
I definitely don't think we want this guy getting to that location.
Doc seems to believe that he's going to somehow turn the cusp off. And
I feel as though that is also what is happening.
If he doesn't get to that location, then you'll be fighting him with a demi-hag, which will definitely not go in your favor.
I think that him being at that location is possibly the worst thing that could happen for all of us.
So if we get to that location first, await his arrival, and as soon as he does, the demi-hag releases herself of the responsibility.
How soon?
And we jump him.
Hence why the mushrooms, I was like, is this important enough?
Oh, it's important. How soon do you think he's gonna get there?
We have to figure out where that
Is
location
this days?
is.
This is weeks we're talking?
If we find out which constellation's correct, the 5th location, they should be at Clarity, but the hag could portal them. I don't know.
I'm sorry, who are you guys? And why are you here? And how much you know everything about the
No.
Chewinga?
Yes,
we know that
yes.
too.
No, I don't know
Never-
what Chewinga is.
Never heard Chewinga in my life.
We've had very little time.
Well,
But they're cool and all.
Yeah,
I'm
They're
You guys
very
look
cool.
I'm sorry, it's
Thank
just
you.
sensitive information we're talking about.
I suppose
they
I should say
checked
it. Andre Lamont, ringmaster of Cirque du Lamont.
I like you instantly, and I'm a very good judge of character.
Valentine.
Did you hear that?
I did, Monty. I mean, you're intensely likable, undeniably.
And you seem like an exhausted woman, which also makes me trust you.
Val, like, notably kind of breathes a little sigh of relief at that.
As a future exhausted woman myself, I see you.
Thank you. Wow. I'm Valentine. I can't remember if I said that already. Corbett. You talked to her, Monty.
The exhaustion is kicking in. Yes, well, we had our own business here. We wound up crossing paths, and they helped us out with some of our business, so we're actually leaving fairly soon to
Tomorrow, we're leaving.
Yes.
We're out. We have what we needed, and we're done.
go. We need to get back to our people. However, I personally have a vested interest in you all accomplishing what you accomplished, because I would very much like for this place to continue to exist.
We can certainly help get the mushrooms, certainly.
Yes.
We're getting mushrooms for Maeve for important weapons that seem to actually be important enough that would give us a leg up on any future fights.
You mean like for firearms?
Yeah.
More importantly, it seems like a good task we can do while we mull over how we're gonna find these places. But we don't know where to go, so...
Well, that's why.
Doxley will take out her journal that she's been putting the constellations in, and she'll show you the 6, 4 of which have names. You don't know any of these words, do you?
Not
words?
if you don't speak. They're in primordial
Oh,
dialects, so
okay.
not unless you speak.
I do not know the words, but when I was home, I did do some reading. And I have reason to believe everything you're saying is backed up by the things that I read. There were no direct mentions of constellations as far as I could tell, but there were mentions of stars in connection to substantial energy that also has to do with the statues and with other things that we may or may not have seen.
Like the Zaratan and the Leviathan and those things.
So they just know everything.
I did
And
not
this-
know about
No, that's all-
Leviathan or
They haven't heard of this yet, but I have no reason to hide anything from them.
All right.
there's a Leviathan.
Yeah, and a Zaratan, and another one.
Phoenix.
Phoenix, yeah.
Kayt's gonna like peek her head out of the curtain real quick and see if there's anyone like directly nearby.
There's no one nearby. There's a few like laborers sort of carrying planks
Yeah.
back and forth. You can hear their footsteps. And like, hold that open for me. Thank you. So there's people moving back and forth, but nobody's sort of sitting directly out.
Okay. I'm gonna close the curtain back and then reach into my bag that I have on me because I'm not going anywhere without these things, even though they're heavy as hell. And I'm gonna take out this dusty ass looking book and slam it down on the table. Little piece of Saywall I brought back with me, mostly because I didn't want to leave it with my family, lest they be caught with it or anything. Especially after my cousin brought a bunch of attention bad to us. And I'm gonna show it to them like I'm doing a lecture and a presentation, and say, this book is the reason my mother recognized the statue that I hear is now in pieces.
Yeah.
Was that you guys?
No.
Okay. More on that later. That might be a problem, it might not be a problem, I don't know. Back in the day, long ago, before the clerics were controlling everything, there were 4 people, 4 genies, and they wanted to bring these creatures, these elementals, into our world. They made, presumably, 4 of these statues. They put them, presumably, in important spots. If they got enough energy, I don't know how, they were able to open like a portal of sorts to usher these elementals in. As far as I know, they succeeded, according to this book, which would make sense because you saw something with your own eyes.
I have.
Where?
Beneath Brunkhollow.
Now the book, it's really complicated. I'm happy to let you or Doxley, if you wanted to try to read it. I was thinking maybe if time permits, we could ask Maeve, but she's rather busy. It's complicated. This is what I got out of it. They were not able to do it again, and they died before they could try, but they really wanted to bring all of them in. I have reason to believe, like we've suspected, that this elemental creature, or both of these creatures, is why this place is the divine blind spot that it is. If you can open up this portal, if you can make it wide enough with enough energy, you could bring a 3rd one in, or they all leave. They go back to where they came from. So if somebody is able to create this energy source, if someone can make something wide enough, we don't know, we could get another creature in, we could lose everything. Brunkhollow ceases to exist as we know it. Seems to me like somebody who is working on behalf of the gods would be very interested in.
Okay. Wait, before you continue.
After having said all of this, once again, open the curtain.
Oh, you guys talking about elementals? It's business as usual.
So, the Zaratan is what I believe I saw underneath Brunkhollow. You're saying that it's powerful enough that that's what's creating the cusp.
I have, honestly, I don't know. It's what I'm thinking.
All right. Okay. The goop I was talking to Maeve about.
Yeah, the goop.
I'm having her.
Goop. You gotta goop
I
it.
gotta get the goop because once it's analyzed, I believe that's what Rommel put in the bowl of the statue in the well to summon the Zaratan to it.
Oh my, I knew we had to put something in the freaking bowl.
I think so. And
Oh,
if she can
my.
identify what that is, we could do that.
Almost obsessively, Kayt is gonna like flip to the back of this book and like draw that freaking Chewinga drawing like.
All right, while you have that drawing up, did these mean anything to you? Does that look familiar?
What?
This was left with Clemens, and I have no idea what to make of this.
By whom?
I don't know. It is by one of Izzy's couriers, I believe. And it reminded me of the Chewinga drawing. But you don't have anything in that book.
Doesn't ring a bell. Doesn't
No,
look
I mean I
familiar.
could take it and I could think about it, but I've read this book cover to cover and it does not look familiar to me.
That doesn't look like any of the other symbols that were in like the tunnel and stuff, like not the primordial languages, but the like straight up symbols.
No.
Okay.
Kayt's gonna like making the little dots on the book be like goop, goop, goop.
So that's why I decided not to go with the comprehend languages, because if I feel like being able to summon an elemental is very important, but we also need to understand primordial so we know where that 4th statue is and where this portal is, because it seems like they're trying to open it up to maybe usher the Zaratan out if that's the only one here, if that is the cusp?
Summoning, yes, because summoning an extra elemental would be an incredible feat, and it who knows what it would mean for expanding the cusp. However, the more important thing is that somebody doesn't get there first and usher
it away.
It out. I'm sorry, this is a lot of information.
It's okay.
But have you seen other elementals, or just the?
I've only seen the Zaratan.
But you know that others exist, or
Potentially.
There's according to. Quick question. The image, the line drawing image of the Zaratan, the Phoenix, and the Leviathan. Where did we originally see that again?
I think your mother described that to you, didn't she?
Yes, it was my mom.
Yeah.
Okay. It wasn't a Chewinga thing or anything.
No, it was not.
We believe there are 3.
would that mean that there are 3 places like Brunkhollow, if those exist?
I believe that there is one Brunkhollow now because of the creature that Illien saw, and there will cease to be a Brunkhollow as we know it if that creature gets back through.
But what about the others?
They're on the other side. They're on the as far as we know.
So you're saying, but if we bring the others through, the cusp could grow exponentially.
Well, didn't you say? So, pardon me for misunderstanding. You saw this Ramo person. Sounds lovely. Summon this creature.
I believe so. I mean, he said he left a note saying he wanted to show me something. Put, I assume, this goop in the bowl, and then the Zaratan was there. I didn't see him actively do it.
Okay,
that's the best lead I have.
It may have already been there. If it didn't, the reason I bring that up is if the creature wasn't there until he summoned it, then
I see what you're saying.
I
That
can't
couldn't have
imagine
been a cusp.
it couldn't have been what was creating the cusp in that case.
Not
unless it was
summoned
already
it,
there.
more so called it forth.
Came.
You know.
So it was
Because
already
there's a
here,
giant
but it was-
underground lake.
Yeah,
It
the implication
came-
being it was already here, but that by putting something in there, it was drawn from wherever it was hiding out to nearby to that spot.
Okay, so
According to the book, it is possible to lure and attract the elemental creatures around.
What about tame them?
do you
I don't remember the word tame, but I don't know.
so you think the cusp is just movable? It just
Perhaps it does.
Slides
It
around.
fluctuates depending on centered on the Zaratan.
Wasn't that what your friend was working on? Figuring out where
Figuring
the
out
cusp was?
where it was moving.
So what about the statue that's been destroyed then? I mean, does that mean you can't summon one of them or summon,
We don't know.
open the portal, or?
Well, I don't know. It sounds like they weren't supposed to be moved because they were placed in a specific spot. So maybe it
I think
was broken the moment it moved. I don't know.
I think the spot is just about as important, if not more important, as the statue itself. I don't know if we just put goop in the spot you found it, what would happen?
So it sounds like the best way to learn more about this is just to find these other locations, yes?
Yeah. And so we need to find someone who speaks Ignan, Terran, or Orin to decipher what we know from what Annabelle was able to find from that book.
But first, the mushrooms. I mean, that seems to be
I mean,
the first priority, no?
I guess so. If Maeve and Kayt both believe that this is going to be an actual weapon that can deal major damage to any fight that comes, then sure.
I really don't. I'm a little overwhelmed and I don't know what the best order of operations here is besides number 1, mushrooms. But there is something else that might be good to consider, especially while we think about these locations. Knowing that it's possible for us to lure the elementals in a direction, or the Zaratan, the further away we could get it, although we don't know where the 5th location is, but the further away we could get it from the 5th location, the better. The further away it is,
Because you think he's gonna have to walk his ass over to the portal.
his
slip on
slow,
in.
big ol' elemental ass all the way back to the portal. Now, if this is like a math problem from when kid times, right? If you have to walk your slow elemental ass towards the portal, but your friends on the other side of the portal are closer to the portal than you are, who's gonna get where first? They're gonna get here first, as opposed to him getting over there first. We want him
You're making sense to me.
as far away as possible. You with me, Doc?
You see a little bit of blood coming out of his nose.
We want
2 Zaratans are moving at 60 kilometers per hour.
We want the Zartan as far away as possible from that 5th location, assuming that is where the portal could be. I don't know. The book said that there are all kinds of rifts that used to open. I don't know if rifts open anymore like they used to, and if that has the only place that a rift can open, but that sounds like a reasonable, I guess, for now.
I guess so. Okay, so mushrooms, find out the goop so we can get the Zaratan far enough away from this portal, but also get the stuff translated and get to that portal. Those are all things we have to do in the next...
It's only 4 things.
We have to do that in the next, 2 days?
And how did you get that goop again?
I scooped it out of the statue after Rama put it there.
You're a good goop scooper.
Thanks. Okay, are we all caught up? Do we know what's happening?
Did you get a sense when you talked to the hag? Is she loyal to Bellamy outside of this promise? Do you think that she would stay on his side if?
I don't think so. But if she gets him to that location, it doesn't matter. At that point, the clerics could come raise this place, kill her, but she's duty bound, so.
Yeah.
Well, if he gets to that location, I mean, and her promise is broken, and maybe she would help you.
Maybe?
I can't imagine. It would be, if we're talking about her own self-interests, if this cusp goes, she's as good as dead. So I don't know why she would continue supporting him once she wasn't bound.
She seemed incredibly, she didn't care about anything, didn't want to be a part of anything. Very apathetic. But I can only hope that she would ally with us at the end of the day.
And still far better to ambush him after she's no longer aligned with him.
I mean, yes, but they get to that location and it's fucked. I don't know.
Which makes it seem like the larger jump you have on them, the easier it'll be to prepare, set a good plan in motion, probably try to figure out... I assume that it's not just him getting there. I assume he would have to do something once he arrives.
Probably. I'd put
substantial amounts of
something.
Spiritual energy to open the rift. And Kayt's just flipping through pages of this book,
it's got little
tabs,
little things scrabbled.
Ye olde tabs or.
Okay. We let that settle. We start with the task that we can, which is heading to those mushrooms, and we can talk on the way if we think of anything new.
Where are these mushrooms? Sorry.
Oh.
West of the Lookout Bluffs, I believe. It's about an hour and a half out from town.
Do we pass through the bluffs?
Yes.
Well then, let's go rescue that fucking person I've been wanting to rescue.
There was one up there?
Yeah.
Okay. We add that onto the list. We go to the Lookout
Broke
Bluffs.
some people out of prison. And they went through portals.
That's magic.
And then
magic
they went
person.
through all different places.
There's a lot of portals going on.
Yeah.
There's a lot of portals going on.
These are different portals.
Okay, I hope
People got
so.
pushed through them.
I hope they're different
But they're
portals.
still
Because if they're not
bound.
different portals, we are fucked.
The only good news is that it seems the hag has some foggy memories, so as long as she doesn't know exactly where she's going yet, that's the only time that's given to us, so...
Let us hope she did not take her fish oil today.
Yes, I hope so.
Shall we get scooting then, gang?
Yes.
Yes.
While we go, I would like to hear about this curse, please, Illien.
The what?
She keeps calling it a curse. Well, I'm gonna
Did you
talk
not
to-
say that first?
The curse that Annabelle has from the hag, or?
No, that's a different curse.
We have other curses other than
Lots
that
of
one?
curses, lots of portals.
Did
things
we
that
all want to
tap.
take... You said you needed a rest.
I do.
So we take a rest for an hour. We meet up and go, and I'll fill you in.
Okay.
Okay. See you in an hour.
Kayt's was so ready to go. Was where we're gonna go, and has.
It's probably you probably don't need even a full hour.
Yeah, this
You've
is
been
kinda
you've been working to another 20-30 minutes, and you guys will have short rested by now, sort of. So if there's any last minute things around town or anything you want to do before you get ready to go.
Did you get a room here, squared away? Mm-hmm. All right, let's talk there.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
4F.
Anything while they head up? Any other sort of errands or last minute things before you guys wanted to? And again, as long as you don't sort of do anything taxing or get into a fight, you could go somewhere in town as long as it's just a.
Before I headed up,
Yeah.
I just wanted to say that
That's okay.
we get up and Illien turns to Doxley to say something. And then he leaves. I just wanted that to have happened.
Would you have waited to catch my eye to do that, or like?
No.
Okay.
If you're not looking at me, but yes, I want. Yeah, and then I leave.
Can Doxley have scurried up with her shield to drop it off to get identified?
We can follow you there.
Oh, okay. We're gonna RP this shit out.
You have somewhere to be?
We gotta get to the freaking mushroom and answer our
I don't know. Roll for the gnome.
I always feel bad doing a silly little errand when we have to go and
Maeve
save the
said
world.
something was urgent.
I know, that's
Maeve is our real
She's
deal.
putting a container together. We can go there. Was there anywhere you guys needed to do or go before you?
I mean, we could run to Kudrak, I guess.
I'm gonna go back up to my room. Can I have the keys, please?
Yeah. Why don't we head up real quick?
Follow you guys up the stairs.
Yeah. So as soon as we've got distance. So, just so we're on the same page, is there any particular reason why we're keeping the book a secret?
It is in our best interest if the hag's promise is broken.
I agree. However, if it is broken because they get there ahead of the rest of this party, that's very much not in our best interest.
It's not clear to me whether they intend to let her fulfill her promise or not, and I am not comfortable giving them the book if the alternative is still up in the air.
They sound pretty against the idea of fighting a hag to me.
Not to me. Illien approached us at Clarity and asked us if we wanted to fight the hag.
Likely story.
Yes, but that was to stop them from... The rest of the party didn't... If he tries to, he'll die. Like, I don't know... I wouldn't worry about it too much. I get the sense that there's something more going on here, which is your prerogative. If there's something that you're worried about, something you're scared of, where I stand is I would like this cuff to be protected. Partially so we've got a safe place to hide Silas if need be, but also because I'm afraid of the snowball effect that losing that cusp could have on the world. The more power they get to eradicate those with magic, the sooner they'll go after people like me.
I'm sorry, Monty, but I need to know that the hag's promise will be fulfilled.
Well, why don't we...
Or at least that's their best intention. And right now I'm not clear on that yet.
Well, we've got to do this job. Why don't we just go ahead and talk to them about it then?
Yes, that's what I've been doing.
Okay, well, if... What further confirmation do you need? To me, like, everything they've been saying is that they would like to not fight this hag.
Not the new girl, Kayt, whatever her name is, she was against that in the beginning.
Well, so I don't think she had all the information yet. And again, it seems like a thing the whole party would have to be willing to do, and the rest of them very much do not seem to want to do that. If they were going to take out the hag ahead of time, it would have been a clarity.
Let's just help them and just get a little bit of more information, all right? They don't need it right now, do they?
No, I suppose not.
There's an order of operations here, so let's just...
Yes. All right. Well, yes. Why not?
And are you heading out to Gujek? Was that the plan? Or are you sticking around?
Would we be role-playing it?
Everyone's in such a rush.
You know what? Oh, you guys won!
The hag is gone.
Hey, guys.
The hag's gone.
Brunkhollow
Yeah, I think if it does not feel like it would be me holding the party up, I would do
Yeah,
that.
I don't think it would be. There's still, you have another 20 minutes before like a long rest would be completed, so people can take it easy to do that. Do you have the vial with you if that's what you're going to talk to Gujek
Val
about?
has the vial. Yes. Did you want to go see Gujek, or do you want to save that for later?
No,
we can do it after.
You can, here, take it.
Excellent. I guess, for the question, would I still be able to do a short rest if I walk over to...
Yes, as long as
Okay.
like nothing happens along the way.
As long as I don't fight him?
Yeah.
All right, sure.
You know what this is? No.
All right, yeah, then I'll do that. Great.
We'll follow upstairs for a second. Kayt and Illien finding their way to 4F.
Before we go upstairs, can I go to Kenzo
Sure, yeah.
and just say a quick, excuse me, sir. Can I get a bowl of something just to go to take up to my room? I'll bring the bowl back down, I promise. Save you a trip on the stairs.
What can I get you?
If you got some kind of chili or something.
Some kind of taters.
Oh, I would love a tater.
Cheesy taters.
Oh,
He goes back into the kitchen there. He looks like
man
he's...
after my
You
own
can
heart.
hear some sort of boiling there, and he's cooking something up. And after a little while, he sort of comes out. He's got a plate, sort of a nice steamed potato that's been sliced down the center, couple different types of cheese in it, and a little bit of pepper sprinkled on top there.
Oh, the pepper. You are an artist, sir.
Welcome back.
Thank you. I'll bring this back down for you.
All right, ready?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, I didn't ask for a spoon.
Oh my god.
Do you want to roleplay that out?
This is where I'm gonna check with you first.
God damn it. Fuck me.
You guys head up to Kate's room there. On the
Jordan's in trouble. Oh, okay. I got my taters.
All right.
Ugh.
So now that you're caught up,
Ish.
First, if I could ask you a favor, it just hurts to hear you say that I'm a good friend and I'm doing good things. So if you could stop doing that, that would be great for me.
I'm sorry, you want me to stop saying you're a friend?
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
Yeah. Listen, a lot's
I'm gonna
happened.
shove my bowl of potatoes towards him.
Thank you. I'm not hungry, but thank you.
You're a terrible friend who could really use some potatoes right now. They're good for the soul. Sorry, they're so bad for the soul. Bad potatoes for a...
Go ahead.
No, she's gonna stop.
Yeah.
She's gonna stop.
He'll take the spoon and have a bite. Very good. A lot's happened in the last week while you've been gone. And I've fucked a lot of things up, is basically what it comes down to. Specifically with Ramo, I have tried time and again. Remember when we went to Bison's dig site the first time, and there was that black mist, and I said he showed me some things about my lineage, whatnot. Time and again, I have tried to reason with him, to barter with him, to get him to show me something more, to guide me. And all that's ended up was me getting wounds as he got what he needed, but not me.
He was using you, you mean?
I mean, I don't think him any use to him. He just wants me because I had Bison's key. Which is a whole other story. Yeah.
Bison who left town, did you guys have anything to do with that?
Yeah, we fucked him up as well. It was.
Well, he kind of sucked anyway,
He
so I'm
did
sure
suck.
it was warranted.
I don't feel bad about it, but the key that we took, Bison had maps of the underground. Ramo's looking for the statues. That's why he wanted the key to get to those maps to find where the statues could be based off of where Bison's stuff wasn't.
Do we understand what Ramos... I mean, him ushering the
Yeah,
Zaratan here, I don't necessarily
I mean,
like that.
I'm beginning to think more and more it was just a way for him to show me how out of my league I am, and that to show me that I'm not gonna amount to what I think I am going to.
He seems very personally invested in making your life shitty for someone who is like super villain level smart and talented and scary, like mythically scary. He's taking, I mean, if anything, that makes you very special.
I just have an object that he wants, that's it. And that brings me to, I went against Doc and TC and Annabelle, who you've yet to meet, and I went and found Ramo on my own. And I tried.
I would not have let you do that if I was here.
Well, I didn't really tell anyone I was doing it.
I feel like I would have sensed it.
You can think what you'd like, Kayt, but I left. And basically what that night came to is he said he could show me once again how he summoned the Zaratan to further show how inexperienced and unready I am, and I can live with that.
And he didn't just try to take the key from you?
I said he'd have to get through me, and he was already a bit weakened from things that have happened to him. So I don't think he was wanting a full fight. Anyways, I refused to give him the key at the cost of the people who I care about. And I said I would. I said I would be okay with people that I care about dying if it meant saving the cusp and maybe even the world, if I can be so grand to think about that.
Why does he want this key again?
So we can find this last statue.
I'm sorry, and how...
Bison has maps of the underground.
Got it. Okay.
And he can see where Bison's
So
been.
he needs the key to get the maps.
Yeah.
Okay.
And go where Bison hasn't been.
He thinks that will help him narrow down where
It is.
Okay.
Um,
Do we have the maps?
no, but I mean, we have a more important map. We have the constellations, which I think is, if Ramo had that, he'd be home free.
And we can't get the maps with the key that we have because he has the other keys.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, we even need all 3 keys, and he has 2 of them.
Is it worth destroying the key?
I mean, maybe at this point, I think it all doesn't really matter. It's down to the next 36 hours, maybe 48 hours. At this point, maybe I'm rushing it too much, but it feels like every minute counts. Yeah, Doc and I aren't really getting on anymore because obviously I offered up people that I care about to try to do something, and we believe Niall has been killed by Ramo, and he's a close family friend, and Doxley thinks I'm falling pretty quick, which I think I am, but I think it's worth it.
Falling in what way?
Okay, I don't think you know the impact that you had on my life. Before I met you, the only way strangers will look at me was with disgust. You were the first stranger I had met that had called me a friend and a good person. And for a while, I really hoped to believe in that. Because if you could see it and you were a stranger, then maybe I could too. But I'm seeing, as things get more serious and as push comes to shove, I know what I am. And it's not a good person, and it's not a good friend. But I'm hoping to make a world where the happy Illien could have existed for other people.
At the end of that, I'm gonna go over to my stuff, which I haven't really like unpacked it all yet, and pull out 2 things. One, like a bottle of alcohol, and the other, like a tiny potted plant that is probably like really beat up at this point from sitting in my bag for 2 days on the horseback. Yeah. And I'm gonna carry them back and set them down in front of him. I don't remember that exact saying that you said, but I know I owe you a drink. And this is for your garden. If you said you were this shitty, awful, awful person, sounds to me like you don't really have anywhere to fall to. You can only go up from here.
Thank you, Kayt.
Potato.
All right. That's all.
Real quick, how did the statue turn to rubble again?
I mean, it's kind of foggy to me too, but from what the hag was saying and things that... Oh, wow. There's a cleric in Brunkhollow. Yes, somehow that's fallen by the wayside of everything that's happening, and I have reason to believe the way TC is reacting on the bits and pieces he said, that it has something to do with him.
Yeah, sure. I agreed. Sorry, that sounded very sarcastic. I meant it to sound omnipotent.
Okay. Yes.
That man is a fool.
TC or the cleric?
TC.
Yeah, it seems he's still hiding some stuff from us. All right, I'm gonna go bandage and clean up before we have to leave. But that's the long and short of it.
The cleric destroyed the statue?
I think so. TC hasn't confirmed that, but I'm pretty sure that's what happened.
Jeez. All right.
I'm happy you're back. And just watch over your shoulder, because I would hate for Ramo to take you away from me too.
I'll walk up and close and like lock my window. If there's a lock on the window.
There is. Yeah, there's a latch.
Yeah.
It's not like a lock.
And he'll grab the plant. We'll see you in a second.
And not the drink?
No.
All right, you head out.
Okay.
We're gonna follow Doxley up for a moment, and with a similar feeling to Illien, who had walked up here a little bit earlier, you sort of leave the bustle of the thoroughfare for a moment, take that little loop around, you go back up to the bluffs. You walk along that row of houses, and you've got sort of on your mind the idea of this item that you need to have looked at, but you can't help but notice off to the left, out of the corner of your eye, that the smallest sort of house on this block looks like it almost burned down in a fire. Sort of charred nature of all the wood, looks in a state of disrepair, parts of it have collapsed. Someone standing watch outside.
This isn't the house that was up for sale, Godwin's house?
No.
Okay.
This is not.
Okay.
This is a different house, if you catch me. Doxley doesn't know that, but we do.
Okay. Okay. Do I pass the houses or the tents first?
The tents are at the end.
Okay,
There's a
great.
row of
Thank
houses, and then all the goblin tents are at the end of it.
Okay. I'll stroll on over to that dude. That dude like hanging out. Like you said there was somebody on watch.
Yeah, there's like a halfling man that has a little crossbow, just sort of like standing.
Yeah. Afternoon. What happened? Yesterday I was here, and so was this house.
Yeah, happened last night. We're all lucky that the fire didn't spread. Please, with all due respect, if you could just move along. I've been paid to keep watch, stop anyone from sniffing about.
Oh, from the owners, I would imagine.
Yeah, I've been paid. Yeah.
Oh, Doxley, Tyrun.
Garen Kane.
C-A-I-N?
Yeah, Geron, Garen Kane, C-A-I.
You know, I've only met a few folks that are stationed up here. A fellow named Godwin, a house over. Who lives here, just out of curiosity.
As you can see, a couple of big houses here, some of the richer folk.
I know fella at the apiary down at the end. And, well, who else? What do you mean? Who are you looking for?
Who's the
Oh, this
sorry son of a bitch who's lost his house?
Mr. Yiddibon.
Mr. Yiddibon.
Yeah.
Not run into him.
Big fella. So wide at the shoulders.
Been here a while?
Yeah, I suppose.
Well, where is he? Why are you watching the house?
Well, I was seeing a wound. He sort of has like a bandage around like the lower half of his arm there. Got a little cut up while I was working out in the downwheel.
Oof.
Went over to Doc's place. Mr. Yiddibon was in there. Suffered some kind of injury. I don't know if it was related to the fire, but in any case, he said he'd throw me a few gold to keep an eye out. Make sure that nobody,
The
stolen
doc or the fella?
No, Mr. Yiddibon.
Oh. Well, that was mighty kind of you to oblige him, I suppose.
I guess. Just did it for the money.
You said he was in the fire, he had burns.
Well, no, actually, now that you mention it, I wouldn't say he looked burned. Maybe he wasn't in the fire. Maybe it was a different kind of injury.
Poor fucker got hurt and had his house burned down, separate occasions. One day.
Some people have all the luck, some people don't.
Yeah, tell him to stay away from the poker tables, I suppose.
Yeah, or my house.
Alright. Lovely meeting you, sir.
Yeah, you as
Good
well.
day. I'll keep going on.
Have you heard or been to Oslo's place before? That's the place where
No, I
has
haven't
no
been.
identification. Great. You can ask some of the gnomes there and get directions to the place, unless there was anything else you were looking for in particular.
No?
Okay. You get some directions from the guy that was sort of sitting there. He directs you to, he gives you he says second row, fourth tent down on the right is the directions that you get.
Okay.
And you follow those instructions. Second row, fourth plot down. And you find yourself at a narrow tent that, with the front flaps open, it allows you to see a kind of sectioned off interior. And inside is a freckle-faced gnome sitting with a glass bowl filled with water in front of him. It's like almost like a little fishbowl, but not so spherical, a little more cylindrical. And inside the bowl is what looks like a piece of jewelry. Like if you saw it on a countertop, you'd think it was like a ring or a portion of a pendant. Though it must not be made of metal because it's actually like suspended in the liquid, like it doesn't sink all the way to the bottom. It's like bobbing up and down slightly, but never sinking to the bottom. And the gnomish man is like studying it. He's like very intense. He's like inches away from the glass, and he has a little piece of paper. And each time it like bobs up, he seems to sort of make a little mark. Waits for it to kind of go back down. Makes another little mark. So he's very carefully inspecting this item. The rest of the room is filled with tools and devices that are obviously intended for dealing with very delicate objects. You see scales, tweezers, a magnifying lens, some very delicate cloth-lined containers. And there's a distinct smell of cinnamon in here, which draws your senses to a bowl in the corner. There's a burning stick of incense back there as well. So the presentation of the place is quite sort of peculiar and particular. It's very neat in here, everything's sort of organized in its little spot. And he doesn't look up, but he hears you come in. I'm Oslo Brinkpot, and this is Oslo's Ornaments, my shop. And I don't typically take walk-ins. Do you have an appointment or a referring party?
Referring party?
Yes. Who is it?
Oh, my fella came up here yesterday getting stuff identified.
And who is your fella?
Fella by the name of TC.
I don't believe that Mr. Welker cares for me very much, nor I him. A referral from a voyeur like that is more likely to harm than help your chances of me entertaining whatever business you're about to propose.
I don't know your $6 word voyeur, but if it's to smear on TC, I would watch it. She'll give a smile.
It means peeping Tom.
Does it now? That's very funny. I can assure you.
I am glad that his perversions amuse you.
Doxley actually can't keep it together. Sorry, you'll excuse me. It's been a trying day.
You are excused.
My friend, I have service I'm in need of your service, if you don't mind. And I've got the gold.
To be quite honest, I would like to tell you very flatly, no. I'd like to tell you that I'm no longer accepting new customers, and furthermore, that I am judiciously culling my list of prior clientele, especially those I find distasteful for one reason or another. But as it turns out, I've arrived at an opportune moment for you. Much of my business comes from Brunkhollow, which is currently suffering from the after effects of a terrible ordeal. As services deemed non-essential are being put on hold, now I don't know how long that will be for. So it would be imprudent for me to turn away profits in the meantime. So, what can I do for you?
Doxley will lug her big shield and... The voyeur retrieved this for me from a nest of dead trolls, I believe.
An adetum?
That word rings a bell.
It's a nice piece. It's in good condition.
And is it do anything aside from the obvious?
45 gold per item, an additional 5 if you require instructions for attunement. And the cost doubles if I am injured during the identification process. It does not happen often, but it does happen. The more powerful the object, the more likely it is to resist attempts to learn its secrets. Do you accept and understand these terms?
I do.
Would you like both the item identified and instructions for attunement?
I would love for you to show me the ropes.
50 gold.
Alright. We'll take it out. 50. Okay.
I should have it finished within the hour.
Delightful. Oh, can I ask you a question?
I suppose.
What is the purpose of holy water? Aside from the religious experience it provides.
It's harmful to the undead. Back in the days of old magic, it was used for conjurations and other spells. But nowadays, it's mostly a ritual.
And who turns, I'm assuming it's just regular water and then somebody deems it holy.
There is a ritual you can perform. It's not easy, but those in the church often know how to do it.
Clerics?
Clerics, yes, though it doesn't have to be.
Sounds an awful lot like magic to me.
No, it's simply a blessing of the water. The clerics make a distinction.
Ah. How lucky we are to have them making such decisions for us.
If you say so. Anything else?
No, you've been delightful.
You as well.
Shall I peek in through your window this afternoon and see how you're doing?
Very humorous.
Farewell.
And give me a perception check as you leave.
Okay. 17.
17. As you're leaving and you let the flap kind of sort of fall behind you, you do notice that even though he's like sort of very invested in what he's doing, the moment that you leave, he sort of like goes over to the shield. Like he's obviously interested in it. It's just he didn't want to like make it clear. So yeah, he like leans over and immediately picks up the shield as soon as you're sort of out of his sight there.
Under her breath, she'll just go, sucker. Gotta ask TC what he was looking for exactly. All right. Down I go.
And sort of during this time, so you guys actually didn't cross paths, we'll follow Lamont over. And as you get some directions from a couple people that you pass by, you weave through some of the well-structured tents here on this neatly organized grid of properties. You move toward the back left corner where the bluffs kind of curl around, and once again, you have a kind of nice view of the land below. You're sort of up on this slightly raised area, though this time where you are, the view is kind of the goblin tents below, where you guys did sort of wander through when you went to speak to that goblin that one time. You can see the scrawny shadows kind of darting from place to place, and up here on the cliff, there's 2 plots that are occupied by one of the largest shelters around. Normally one plot is 1 tent, but it seems like both of these plots have been taken so that there's 1 big tent here. It's a rugged, mossy-colored cloth propped up by several tent poles. And one of the flaps is already tied to the side so that you can see to the interior. It's visible. It seems to be sort of a place of business that's open. There's a few tables and shelving units crammed with bottles of varying shape, color, and consistency. One space is clearly designed for the process of brewing potions, and the fumes that pour forth from the beakers and the canisters, they're being fanned out through the window by Gujek himself, dressed in sort of formal attire, even when not necessarily expecting company. So there's all these sort of different colored fumes, and he has a big fan that he's sort of pushing all the fumes out the window so that they don't gather at the top of the tent there. And it's an impressive, although somewhat concerning setup, only because as you stand at the entrance, you think to yourself you probably wouldn't want to own one of the 2 tents next to him, just in case one bottle falls from its perch and sort of starts a chain of unpredictable chemical reactions. But regardless of those concerns, you see Gujek move very sort of expertly between the various surfaces. He never bumps into anything. There's almost something a little balletic about it. He sort of turns, places something down, grabs something else. Like there's a whole routine to it. He knows the space very, very well, even though you're not sure necessarily how long he's occupied this space. He's sort of...
Gujek Claiborne. It's me, Andre Lamont?
Andre Lamont.
Yes.
Yes.
It's been a long time.
The name is known. Agaraz Ogram. Where we know each other from.
Yes.
Many years ago. Maybe decades even.
I think that's the case, yes.
And now, here you are. So far from home. Just like me.
Yes.
Nice to see someone who reminds me of home.
Likewise. When I heard you were here, I thought I had to stop by at some point.
Yeah, I am glad you did. Please, come in.
Just kind of looking around the space.
What brings you to Brunkhollow?
Well, I run a circus now. That's my trade, and...
I'm sorry.
All things considered, I'm enjoying it well enough.
Good.
Yes. Well, I had heard a lot about Brunkhollow and was just looking into it. Wanted to see if this was maybe a place that I could bring the troop. And mostly it was just curious to see what was happening down here. So many stories about it.
Yes. I was asked to come here.
You were? I was wondering why you wound up coming this way. I mean, you've got quite a setup here.
There was someone here who wanted the services of a skilled alchemist, so they paid to have me ride a wagon here.
Wow, that's... Well, I'm sure the Ograms miss you.
He motions up toward the sort of where the apex of the tent is, where it kind of comes to a point at the top. And you notice that there are dozens of what look like kind of paper cranes dangling from the ceiling, like the poles at the top. They're all kind of dangling down, different sort of birds of different types that are folded out of paper.
Reminds me of home.
I understand wanting to take it with you. I mean, I just kind of flourish my cane, my staff with the bird on top. Yes.
Some parts never leave you.
No. I think it's foolish to try to leave them. I think evolving with them, sure, but it's where I grew up.
The woman who paid to bring me here,
Yes.
we made a deal. I would stay, and she would bring more of my people here from the Ograms.
Really?
Yes.
Who was this? Is it somebody else in Brunkhollow?
Yes, Miss Narvos.
Miss Narvos. I haven't had the pleasure of making her acquaintance, I believe.
She runs the courier service.
Oh, maybe I have then. I have. Wait, yes. Is it Isabel?
Yes.
Is he? Yes.
Yes.
I have had the pleasure of her. We've had a very brief conversation. She was quite pleasant.
Yes. She's very polite.
How have you found the adjustments here?
It was difficult at first,
Yes.
unfamiliar,
Yes.
but a few people helped me settle in. And now I have my shop.
It looks like you're doing quite well for yourself.
Yes,
Look at us, entrepreneurs.
yes. Alchemist and circus man.
At least didn't call me a circus boy.
We are not boys anymore.
No. No. Far from it. Well, speaking of your skill, as an alchemist, I was...
You wish to buy something?
Not purchase at the moment. Perhaps later. I'm about to head out on a job. It turns out I've been running around with the Tyruns, who apparently know you as well. Illien and Doxley.
Yes. Doxley. One of those people who helped me settle in.
Oh. Well, in that case, I'm very happy that I came to you for this. While I was out with them on a trip, we came across this strange substance. We can't figure out what it does. It seems like it would be very helpful to her if she knew what it did. Would you be able to take a look at it?
No promises, but I'll have a look.
Perfect.
Where did you get it from?
Up in the upweald, quite a ways.
Huh?
Yes.
And you just found it on the ground?
Well, it was left behind by some strange people that they were looking for. They're not sure what it is that it does exactly, but I think it could be very useful if they were able to get some sense.
And he sort of slowly, he doesn't want to sort of create sort of a sudden reaction. He very slowly kind of takes the cork out, but it doesn't kind of fizz or make any kind of...
No test or analysis required.
Really?
It's a Lucy.
A Lucy? Does that mean anything to me?
It doesn't.
Okay, good.
Haven't seen one of those in years. Not used much anymore. Orcish treasure hunters used to drink this nasty stuff when they would raid the limestone catacombs.
And that is familiar to you. There's a sort of large old catacombs that's just west of the Ogre Mountains, and it's extremely old, like centuries old, and treasure hunters would go in there because it has a lot of like valuable old trinkets. However, the place is like crawling with undead, so it's dangerous to go in there. People would go in like groups of 4 or 5 would go, and they'd try to grab a few things and fight off a little bit of undead before, they were too taxed and had to leave and exit. So that you've heard of that.
In centuries old tombs, valuables to find, but crawling with undead.
Yes.
Lucy is short for potion of lucidity, but we call them Lucies. They steal your nerve, clear your mind, makes it hard for you to be frightened, which is important when you're up against creatures that wield fear as a weapon.
I see.
They work good, but the problem is they suppress the effects of other potions you drink. So if you get hurt and need a healing potion, you will feel barely any relief at all. Once the easiest trinkets had been picked clean from the catacombs, it became too dangerous to go back. Never heard of anyone using a Lucy after that. There was rumors of another effect as well. If an undead that had recently died drinks the Lucy, it provides clarity of mind, allows the creature to regain some of its memories, some of its awareness. The violent urges that you see in so many undead is suppressed by the Lucy.
So it makes them more human again in a way, more...
I would say docile, but yes, human.
Fascinating. Is it difficult to make this?
No, it's just people don't like it. The taste, the smell, and the effects, like I said, often not worth it.
Yes, it seems like it has a pretty large drawback for a fairly specific benefit.
Yes, they would take the Lucies when they went into the catacombs because the risk of the undead creatures paralyzing them with fear was greater than the risk of not being able to heal effectively.
Yes. Well, that's quite illuminating. Thank you. I didn't...
And having learned that...
Yay! Card!
Lucy,
Potion of
baby.
lucidity.
Yo, can I bum a Lucy off you? Nice.
You guys remember to bring the Lucy?
Oh, let's go.
They're all like...
What's from Bellamy?
He was using them with the...
Well, Gujak, this is why you were one of the greatest minds in the Ilgrims. It is truly good to see you doing well.
Yes, likewise.
Have you heard tale of Miss Navarro, not Navarro? What was her name? Have you heard tale of them bringing in anybody else from the Ilgrims? Is that still in the cause?
She said she was going to send a wagon, but that was only a week ago, maybe. And
It would take quite a while to move somebody all the way.
yes, not surprising that they're not here yet.
Yes. Did any word about who it is she would be looking for? Anybody in any particular line of work? Any names?
No, that was my request.
What's your request?
She doesn't care about the orcs. I said I would stay if she paid to bring my friends to Brunkhollow.
I don't suppose Dravok would be coming by any chance.
Yes.
Dravok is?
Yes.
Oh, that's fantastic!
I said him specifically.
Oh, that's wonderful! Oh, this place is gonna get so much more fun!
Yes. Agreed.
That's wonderful! I really should start heading back, but I...
Yes. Glad to have
Yes.
been of help.
Yes, you've been a tremendous help. Thank you.
And tell Doxley if you see her that I have potions at a discount.
I certainly will. She
Ms.
may...
Narvo said I could.
I'll make sure to pass it along.
Stay safe, friend.
You too.
He goes back to his business.
All right.
As you head back in the direction, I would say a short rest has been completed. If I think I saw you rolling, but if anybody else needs to roll for short rest related stuff,
Oh, good. A 1.
I needed to recover 6 HP, but I rolled it
Oh
well.
my god. Okay.
I've
Hey guys, I got 69 hit points.
Oh.
Okay, come on.
Nice.
Oh.
You better not heal or take damage.
I still have like 11 hit points to heal from, but I said
Hit die plus con.
Too cool.
I want to be 69.
Hit die plus con.
And you can roll them one at a time, and you can roll as many as you want up to your maximum.
You recover some hit die on a short rest?
Yes.
Two?
It's
All
like
of
half.
them?
It's like a quarter of your.
So it'd be okay.
I'll look it up.
Do we still have aid going?
When
That was
that?
8 hours.
But was that this morning?
Yeah, it was the beginning of.
It's probably on right now, but by the time you guys leave and stuff, it won't be there, so you can effectively save a V8.
I'm assuming my temp HP from the help action is probably gone too.
I mean, how long does it last?
I
It
ate
doesn't
that
say.
up.
It just
I
says
ate
people
that.
gain.
Temp HP, I think, only
Keep it
goes
through
away
long
on a
rest.
long rest. So
Okay, I'm keeping it then.
yeah, keep it for now. I'll look it up.
Oh,
But
you have some.
And you should have some as well. No, because you
I
got hit.
used
You got
mine
hit.
'cause I got
Right.
hit.
Is that from my rally? Or did you get hit?
Oh, it might be when you rallied me. It is when you rallied me, because this is more HP than I would have gotten off of it. So yeah.
Wait, I should check if that goes away.
I just want to say for the record, I recently rewatched the opening monologue from Bellamy, and that conversation is going down. I just realized something, and I'm not going to talk about it until Notch and Soda.
Oh, you better
saucy
subscribe,
little-
bitch.
a saucy drop.
You better sign up.
So the group reconvenes back in the lobby of Paramount. Everyone having sort of taken some time to themselves.
Well, I've got some good news.
Yeah.
Sort of. Well, good news in the sense that some very solid information. Those vials that the Hierophants had.
Yeah.
Potions of lucidity or Lucy's. Very odd, easy to make. Gudra could make some for you if you'd like. But I think we know why they were using them. Two effects essentially. If you're a normal mortal being, protects you from being frightened, more or less. Steals your nerves, clears your mind. Particularly, it helps if you're going up against undead. However, it negates, or at least severely hampers, any other potions you would take while it's active.
Oh,
So
like
it's got
healing
a-
potions.
Yes, so it's got a drawback to it. However, if you are undead, and you drink some of this, it clears your mind, brings back some of your memory, helps calm you down, brings back a little bit more of your conscience.
I see.
So I think that may explain what was going on with
The
the
Hierophants.
Hierophants.
Interesting.
That does mean it is safe for you to drink as well. However, just keep in mind its side effects.
Yeah.
Mechanically speaking, just because we use it for the duration, so it lasts for 24 hours.
Whoa.
And for that duration, so during the 24 hours, you're resistant to charmed and frightened, I think.
You have advantage on saving throws
okay.
to avoid or end charmed or frightened.
But then any other potions you drink during that time provide the minimum effect. So like if a healing potion's 2d4 plus 2, you get 4 HP, because it's as if you rolled the minimum possible.
But if you're down to 0 and you take it,
it still heals
back
you.
up.
Yep, it just gives you very little. Its
And-
effects are very dampened. Yeah.
Also, if it's a potion with like a length of time that it's active, it can only be a minute long.
Yeah, so if
Oh,
if you
okay.
drink a potion that like a potion of water breathing that lasts an hour, it only lasts a minute instead. So
Okay.
it severely suppresses the effects of other potions.
If that preacher is reliant on this, it would make sense why he needs a hag with him as well.
Yes.
Well, was Bellamy taking those, or was he just giving them to the Hierophants? I guess we don't
Yeah,
know.
did you
I
see him
suppose-
drink any of that?
I never saw him take a drink of it, and he did seem to comport himself in a way that was fairly different from the Hierophants. He seemed to be much more of himself.
I guess.
There's I would also say, like, and this is, I think, sort of known, there's a distinction from being resurrected and being risen. Like, the implication was that Bellamy was literally resurrected, so he is not undead. He is like a humanoid, whereas the Hierophants might be undead rather than resurrected. Yeah.
So, maybe I'm not understanding. So these Hierophants, they follow Bellamy around, they practically spew everything that could ever come out of his mouth. They seemed to not have a grasp on their actual lives. They only had a grasp on Bellamy and his agenda. Am I wrong in that?
They had a vague Didn't TC talk to one and there
Sounded
was a
familiar to them.
vague recollection of his
That's very embarrassing
past?
for him that all of his followers are dead.
Yeah.
The only people that would bother following him are ones that, have nothing
That's
better
very
to do.
sad for him.
Well, I think it's what he wanted.
It's just weird.
Sadly, I don't think we can kill him with pity, so.
Ah.
Well, that explains that explains why they seem to carry themselves better than most undead, but still weren't.
True, yeah. They were some of the most salient undead I've ever encountered.
Same.
It was Mr. Gujek, the nice man who identified that for you?
Yes.
Have you, Illien, tried taking your mysterious goop to Mr. Gujek?
No, I've only brought it to Maeve.
Well, since Maeve's busy, maybe.
Well, Maeve's dealing with the goop, but
Oh,
maybe
did choose the goop.
we could see if he could make a
You need a second.
language potion, so we can
That's fair.
understand a bit.
Or better yet, does
He did.
Gujek read primordial languages?
Gujek. No. I don't know what to be.
Bless his heart. He doesn't read at all.
Well, it's honestly, I didn't ask him. I don't know why. We weren't exactly throwing primordial around up there, but he also, he has some uncanny knowledge, so there may be.
Okay.
It's possible. I don't know his life, but
Alright.
he did also say he apparently went up the chain and he got a discount on potions approved for you. So if you need anything,
We should see if you get a language potion, maybe.
Sure, yeah. Should we do this first and then check in with Gujek?
If you want to run up to him really quick, do you want to roleplay this shit out?
Had that in the chamber.
Yeah, you know what, Illien, why don't you come with me and we'll roleplay this shit out together.
Great.
Shall we roleplay?
Is the intention sort of getting ready to go as well? Because I will also say, if you wanted to have run back and got the container from Maeve, she had it ready
Oh,
to
great,
go for
perfect.
you.
I can go take
for,
care of that.
Yep,
Yeah.
for grabbing the
Great.
for the fungi and stuff. You guys head back up, and you find as you sort of work your way back to Gujek's tent that, in a similar way, sort of lights up when he sees you guys sort of coming in his direction, sort of entering into the tent there.
You made it.
Here I am.
Welcome to my tent of concoction.
This is impressive, my friend.
It will only get bigger and better.
That's what I love to hear.
What can I get for you?
No,
No coincidence, I think, that Mr. Lamont just came by.
he whispered your name into my ear and I thought,
There.
it's time. Along with seeing your beautiful new digs, I was wondering, first off, do you happen to speak any of the primordial languages?
I know a little Orin.
Do you happen to know? And she'll take out the 4 words that she had separated from everything else.
Okay.
This is it. This is the end of the campaign.
The 4 out of the 6.
lightning
And she'll
strikes.
just discreetly show them to him. Yep, take your time. Take all the time you need.
If he does know it, are we going for these mushrooms?
He sees,
Yes!
the words, his face just drops. Turns out he's working for Bellamy.
It's a sleeper agent.
There we go.
Do you want to remind her which ones we have
Yes,
gotten?
give me the ones that
Yeah, give me
you
one
have.
second.
We need the 20 guns, Talon.
Yeah.
We've got constellation number 1, Caplier.
As he looks up that one,
Tyrun.
Okay.
Can't read.
What they are.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Gujek.
The constellation number 3, Tetavera, I think.
Ah! Orin. It means plume. Like a plume of smoke.
Oh, Pluma.
Yeah.
Got it. Alright. Good. Well done. Iwandel.
Ignan.
And then number 6, Matt. Tissessum. Tikessum.
Ignan as well. Sorry, I could not help more.
You've done
thank
more than any of our combined 5-6 minds could do it, so
Oh,
thank you.
wow.
Yeah, exactly. So thank you. Next, for similar reasons, do you happen to have... I can't remember what I asked you to make the last time you and I spoke. But do you happen to...
Did you get my delivery?
What?
You asked for
Oh, bottled breath?
bottled breath.
Yes, I did, and it saved our asses.
Good.
Thank you. Do you by any chance have a... What is it?
A potion of to help understand languages.
Comprehension.
Yes.
I can make one.
How long would that take?
A couple of hours.
Great.
Can we do that? How much, would we be paying you for your services?
They usually go for around 100, but 60
That...
just for the resources necessary.
Gujak. Do you... I don't...
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Gujak, thank you.
I've got some, but I don't have it.
Yeah. I'm gonna hand him 40 gold. Or 60 gold. 60 gold.
You have 60 gold?
Douchebag.
2/3 up front, 1/3 on delivery.
And it would help us possibly decipher some of these other words?
Yes,
Potion?
I would think so.
All right.
Wow, that is a huge weight off our chest. Thank you, Gujek.
Yes. Where did you see those?
Oh, just in this old book. Dusty
I
old
like
thing.
old books.
Oh, well. The next time we find one, we'll loan it out to you.
Okay.
Gujek, I could kiss you. Thank you. Shall we?
All right.
We'll be back in a few hours.
See ya.
Thank you.
He goes back to his business there.
All right. Big. All right. Hopefully, those other 3 were ones that Annabelle was able to find, and they spell Cataclysm or something.
And if not, we've got 2 unnamed ones. That narrows it down a bit.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, so you've already seemingly, possibly, sort of
Eliminated.
crossed one off the list. Progress.
Oh,
being
was that the butt one too? No, it wasn't. The butt one is still in play.
I don't even remember which the butt one is.
I think it's number 4.
Man, I kind of wish the butt one would be the plume of smoke, though.
Oh, because it's a fart.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. That's good. That's just good storytelling.
Yeah.
As you guys come back around from the bluffs, the rest of the group sort of meets you there at the eastern end of town. Everybody sort of looking to each other, rested up.
Okay. To the Lookout Bluffs first.
Yeah, let's go pick some mushrooms.
That's all we're doing. We just pick them.
No.
We'll talk about the instructions on the way. But
there's
yes,
instructions.
a
Okay.
special way
Not
to
just
pick them.
pick them.
Okay.
And you can see that Kayt now has like a little sort of container there that's sort of a little box that she's carrying with her. It has like a metal lining to it.
All right. Here we go.
Doxley would have just taken a quick moment to go into... I need paper. To go into the Paramount Lodgings for Clemens.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. If I left a note for my dear friend Tissy, would you be so kind as to deliver to?
Of course. Coming back, is he later today?
I believe so, yeah. He was on his own separate little adventure.
Yes. I'll make sure that he sees it when he arrives.
Thank you, and she'll borrow, like, ink and quill.
Yeah.
And she'll write it and leave, and I'll hand it to you in a second.
Okay. Guys all look around. Feeling good about moving on.
The talk of the potion reminded me about that first time I saw Ramo Klein and he was breathing something in.
Yeah.
Did you figure out what that was?
It was bottled breath.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Where was that?
In the woods.
He was breathing bottled breath in the woods?
Seems like he has to. There's a bit of a condition, a medical condition.
Oh.
Is it collapsed lung or something like that?
Oh, that's terrible.
Oh, I wish he had both lungs collapsed. That would save us some time.
Remind me what his whole... Before he started personally ruining your life over this key, his whole deal, what was his whole deal?
I don't even know. He just wants to get these statues for some reason.
We don't know if he's all, like, against the gods or...
No. I literally have gotten nothing from him.
There's no chance that he wants the same thing that we want.
I mean, I don't think so. I've been pretty straightforward with him. in most ways.
Maybe the power of friendship will overcome when we all find ourselves together at that 5th location. All of a sudden, we'll look in his eyes and we'll know we can work together.
I'm killing him on sight.
Demi Hag, Bravo Klein. We can do this, guys.
Let's fuck this preacher.
Cool of Matt to introduce all these big scary people to be our friends.
I'm the evil one.
Oh, what a twist! And as the group starts to walk out toward Detention Pass and possibly toward the Bluffs, that's where we're going to end tonight's episode. A episode filled with information gathering. And Erica, I can't tell you what a pleasure it is to have you back.
I'm sorry, I have so many questions. I have more questions.
No, we're gonna talk more. We're gonna talk more during Option Soda. There will be more as we continue the campaign and as TC and Annabelle rejoin the party. Yeah, a reminder. So next week, Anthony will be back. So TC will be maybe catching up to the party before they get too far away. And that will also be, which is deeply sad to me, Chris and Avery's last episode. For now, I'm sure I will call upon you in the near future. But it's been a pleasure the whole way, and we'll wrap up their sort of storylines here for now.
Yeah.
And then the following week, so not next week. Next week, Deirdre's still out, and then the following week, Deirdre will be back. So that's the current plan. But we'll talk about this and more. Notch and Soda is after this.
Yeah.
So please, if you were gifted a sub, if you have a sub, if you prime subbed,
If you want to sub,
if you want to sub,
Sub right now. Do it.
ask questions. We're gonna open up the chat to questions.
I
We'll
got
chat
questions.
we'll chat a little bit about our own theories, and we'll talk more. So we're gonna go off. We'll do a break first, like a little, and
Yeah,
then
little clippies and stuff. Sorry, they're the same clips as last time. I was busy doing merch stuff.
Merch. Don't pay attention to the clips, just go and buy merch.
Yeah.
That's right.
On the break.
Mute the stream. Like
Lowercase Glory Kate Maury.
Hey, if any of you actually put together like a softball team with where this is your outfit,
please.
that would be lit.
just gotta say.
that would be
What did we said? We said it was Crenshaw's Thumpers. That was
Bumper
the,
Thumpers was this kind of
Crenshaw's
thing.
bumper thump.
I love how it looks like Matt, like 30 years from now.
I'm pretty sure that to make the art, he just took a screenshot of Matt making the pose and then just traced over it.
Yeah.
I think it's exactly what it was.
Incredible. It's phenomenal.
So we're gonna you'll see a little sort of break video, and then we will go offline briefly.
Yeah, I'll write in the chat.
Yeah, and then
You
we'll
guys
come
know
back.
the drill.
Yeah, you guys know the drill. All right, everybody, stick around. We'll hang out.
Okay.
We got Kayt.
Welcome back.